literally 900 pounds of muriatic acid in the back of my truck right now.
I love how that's the first thing that the stream starts and he goes, "I'll hook you up, bro."
I got.
I'm talking about acid immediately.
What is it? 50, what's 15 times 6?
Um,
Something
90?
30.
90.
Oh,
Okay, so I got 90
30
gallons
times 3.
of muriatic acid in the back of my
30
truck right
plus
now.
60 is what I was getting at.
Yeah, so just under 100 gallons of acid in the back of my
all right, so ignoring all of what the frick? Do I not know how to spell opposite? No, I don't.
Nope.
All right, fix that. Okay, so
You want
are
me
we
to spell
ready?
it out for you?
No, I fixed it.
Yeah. I'm ready. Looks like Elijah's got his.
He's eating. He
I
can't
don't know.
interrupt. Okay, so continuing where we left off. Your party started in the town of Southcall, having witnessed a man teleport in to a tavern with a magical amulet and mumbling about asylum. Having seen this, your party decided to leave the town and book it north. Oh my gosh, not the map. While traveling for a few weeks on your way to the next town, Sanric meets a little fey weasel that reveals itself, calling it his friend. After forcing an introduction to the rest of the party with a very loud thunderwave, and meeting the party, you guys, after that weird encounter, decide to basically ignore it and move on to the Emerald Crossroads. While in the Crossroads, time was spent shopping, smithing, all the good fun stuff. You ran into a man by the name of Jordan Keyblind, who asked for help clearing goblins out of his house. After having killed the goblins, you learn he's actually a member of a secret society of mages, and he needs your help to free his arcane master and also his adopted sister out of jail. That skipped for the sake of time in the last 2 sessions, as we were short. After accepting the I know how to read my own writing. After accepting the quest, you go and scout out the guards at the guards' encampment, looking for information on the best way to break her out. Learning about the guards and how they absolutely hate being in that town for some reason, and their even larger hate for a guard named Jerry. You also learn about a convoy that was leaving for Port Evo, holding contraband and dangerous prisoners. After reporting back to Jordan and deciding the best course of action is to attack the convoy, you made your plans. Caddick and Jack scouted the route and prepped trees just in case. Noah worked on mainly potions. Turned some leaves into masks, but mainly potions. And Sanric created a distraction by, in Devin's words, quote unquote, seducing the deer. That's not in my notes, but I figured for Devin's entertainment I would say that.
Those are the actual words used?
He used those words, yes.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. No, continue.
Devin, you're muted.
Then we made a bunch of innuendos. I've been muted this whole time.
Go back to
We
muted.
did
Go back
what?
to muted.
We
Go
did
back.
what?
Nope, go back to
We did
muted.
what?
I'm
I was
not
gonna say, I
done.
was like, man, Devin's like really quiet.
I'm not done. After a successful attack on the convoy, the acquisition of a cart to your use, you head to Jordan's place, where you formally meet Elroth Sansa, his adopted sister, the wizard that you were hired to save.
I thought they
She-
were married.
She's the only family he has left.
She answers all of your questions to the best of her ability, tells you of the wizard safe place known as Astari. That it is somewhere to the east and south of your current position. Leading us to where you are right now.
You forgot the
done
most
now.
important part.
What did I miss?
That Cash is the postmaster.
I did not
Yeah.
miss an important part. Get out of here.
You missed the most important part. Cash the postmaster.
You
learned his
all hate
name.
him.
What?
No, we learned his name.
I'm going to steal his job. He doesn't deserve it. But I do not hate him.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
He's gonna be your rival now.
And I'll be better.
Teamwork.
Okay, so waking up at dawn, or whenever you wake up, getting ready to leave, having met with Jordan and Elros the night before. What do you do? They are not up with you. Devin, you are still muted.
Fruit Loops, bear meat. I was just saying stuff. I was just saying stuff.
Are Fruit Loops vegan?
I was just saying. No, I have nothing. I had nothing to say. Honestly, I just wanted to do the bit.
Fair enough. You can't even argue with that. The Jordan and Elros are not awake. They are. Well, Elros definitely isn't awake. Jordan seems to be in his room, but door's closed.
Fruit Loops are not vegan.
I could have told you that.
I
Guys
guess
are
we
making
should
breakfast.
pack up our tents, Noah.
Oh yeah, you guys aren't even inside.
I still can't believe. I don't even know why at this point. Is it like some sort of little quirk, a little like personality idea?
Oh, it's haunted, man.
The house is haunted.
Are you guys like secretly claustrophobic or something? Like what is this?
The house is haunted.
They're claustrophobic, so they choose to sleep in a small tent.
Outside, yeah.
I guess we should get rid of this tent and clean up all around, make sure it's better than what we found it as.
What is this, a national park?
Yes, it is. It's outside somebody's
No matter
home.
what the camping site is, Micah.
I don't go camping.
You should see Micah when he camps.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna go to Micah's house and leave it worse than I found.
Yeah. What would you do?
Wouldn't
Next
make a
time
mess
this
to
thing-
begin with.
Next time, do the thing that Devin was going to do when we all were going to go to the Airbnb stuff.
Oh, do an upper on every single toilet.
All right.
We'll explain that one later. That one.
Me
that
and-
one
We don't need to explain it later. We can move on.
So I guess me and Noah will probably.
Yeah, we clean up the camping site better than we found it. Specifically.
We plant some more trees. We put some more rocks in really good spots or something.
Yeah, we add just like a little bit of like extra flavor to the
That's
surrounding
crazy.
area.
Really tie the place together, you know.
Yeah.
We carve our name into a tree so that they know it was us, though.
It's vandalism.
Who owns the trees?
It's not national forest.
It's starting to sound like one. I'm not gonna lie. Man.
Could be the King's Forest. We don't know.
Technically, all the forests are the king's forest because he's the king of the land.
Is there a king? I was gonna say, is there a king?
Yeah,
What's the matter with
there
this
is.
stuff? Oh, really?
There is a king.
Is he cool?
I don't know. You don't know.
Let's kill him.
What?
Can I ask the universe?
Do you have a spell that lets you do that?
If you identify spell, if I cast it on the world?
It will fizzle out as there is no magical item that you are touching.
Boo.
The world isn't magical.
Yeah.
Nope.
Specifically, it isn't.
That's how she finds the meaning of life. She cast Identify on the world.
If I scry hard enough, will it tell me if the king is good?
If you cast Identify on the world, you will be met with a fourth wall break and an existential crisis.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's the meaning of your life. You're
Okay.
controlled by players outside in an imaginary
You're
space.
telling me if I scry hard enough, you'll let me just, like, freedom?
If you scry hard enough,
Yeah.
nothing will happen because you have to be familiar with what you're scrying on.
Oh.
I scry myself, like in real life.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm joking. Somebody else pick up roleplay.
All right,
Somebody else wake up.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. Little short me. Hop myself off. Like fall off the bed. Hopping off. Gonna walk up to the window. Like head barely peeking over the window pane. Looking like a little child looking out the window. I'm gonna like look at the nice sun beat on my face and notice a dying plant in a pot. and I'm gonna just like a little wave of my hand and have a little lavender grow out of it,
Dang, Bert took
and then
taking over roleplay seriously.
get dressed, looking ready for a road trip.
Do your coughs
And-
before you
and-
start talking.
Huh?
Do your coughs before you start talking.
My cough? What?
Yeah, because you're gonna botch the voice, and then you're gonna go, oh, sorry, and then do the voice.
Yeah, try it now.
What? What a wonderful morning. What the frick? What do you want me to do?
That was perfect. Bravo.
Molto bene.
I'm gonna get up and
Do
just
business.
instantly start cooking breakfast. Whistling myself, frying eggs.
In somebody else's kitchen.
Yes.
We've been here for
He
like a
ransomed
week.
the fridge.
He was like, okay.
Hey, we're fridge buddies.
Fridge
all
buddies
their-
is wild.
We're
You made
fridge
it
buddies.
drink
Just keep in mind,
Home.
Kedek
You
has
listen to Frank-
constantly been slightly buzzed throughout this entire these days because
No, I think this
a
morning-
magic mead just appears whenever he enters this house.
It's not magic that they've been handing them to him.
It's an endless mead to him.
It's endless to him, but they all came via mage hand.
Another
He just like
When he's sober, he bakes breakfast.
he just like what a fine! I
How
just
do you
finished
fight off a
that, and then
hangover?
another one just floats in. And he's like,
I guess I'll have it.
I have to finish this one.
It's like I wake up and I'm like stretching, I walk over to the kitchen. I go, well, time to start early. Grab a meat and just start drinking as I'm cooking food.
He's
just
three
like-
meads deep, and he's only started frying the eggs.
He's cooking Canadian bacon and eggs, and then just a meat is sliding across the counter, just like. I've been feeling high, babe.
Why is the meat like a gelatinous jellyfish?
No, it's like the cup. It's sliding across the counter.
I'm trying so hard to stay composed.
He's like, no, I can't. I gotta go back to the missus. It's like a cup of water on the other side of the counter.
Stop.
I died.
Every day I wake up,
And I wake up today and choose violence.
I wake up every day and I get through the whole day, and then I have to put up with this. Elros didn't question us sleeping in the woods. She was just like, oh,
Dude, she went to bed before you guys.
right, sorry,
true.
my bad.
That is true.
I'm metagaming.
OBS just
yeah.
went stroke. That was weird, but alright.
I will be ready to get on our journey.
We have to eat breakfast first.
We have to.
Yeah, Caddick's making you eggs.
Yeah, Caddick's making his eggs.
Can I
Canadian
smell
bacon.
breakfast yet?
Have you
It
walked into the
outside
house?
in the woods.
No.
Then no.
Is there no windows open and I can't do the floaty smoke thing?
No!
Because his leg just lifted up from his hind, like his butt.
Yeah.
and He's like
Jack, where are
floating.
you going? Where are you going, Jack?
Yeah, exactly. I can't do that.
No.
I was imagining me like coming downstairs and it's like he's supposed to be cooking breakfast, but he's just like falling over like against the counter with the meat, just like throwing it back like.
To him, he's cooking. He's like, the eggs are almost done, and there's actually just two like cups of mead on the stove.
No way.
It's like the whole scene. It's like, no, I got to get back to the missus, looking over at the water, then looking back, and then it's just me coming down the stairs, and he's just like, just falling over, just like,
What is happening?
I have questions.
What is your question, Riley?
How did we get here?
I don't. Oh,
I
can
don't
we
know.
go back?
Cooking eggs and mead.
Look, you just need to send us out the door.
We got
No,
over
it-
easy eggs,
Okay.
bread with butter, and
Okay.
thick sliced bacon. That's what I'm cooking for breakfast.
Can I get it over medium?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, if
Okay.
the others aren't up, I guess we should go wake them up since they're not out here yet.
You're welcome to go wake them up. I will not be going upstairs.
What if I just yell really loud? Unless they're
I think that would work. I think that could work.
Okay.
We could try to mind link them and see if that works, but it might scare them away. or awake. Could work.
Well, I don't know how that would work with dreams. I don't know if we just
Can can you mind link with someone when they're sleeping?
yes, I mean you
You
can.
try
You definitely can. The effects are unknown.
You know, we could find out the effects. We could run a study right now.
Yeah, how the heck are we gonna? Yeah, you know what? We could do that. I mind link to any. Hold on, I gotta read it. Make sure I actually have the range for this.
Isn't your
I
range like
definitely.
90 feet?
Oh,
Well, that's after I mind link. Well, no, I was thinking of the 5 miles thing. I have to see the creature within 30
yeah,
feet.
that's what I was just thinking. I have to see the creature.
Well, we have to at least see them.
I'm not
Climb
going
the
upstairs.
window.
Oh, Kedek, what nice eggs you have! Get in here. What are you doing? What are we doing?
We're role playing.
We're talking.
He goes, get in here.
All right. Open the
Devin,
door.
are you okay?
Walk in. Am I
No,
hit
I
with
don't
the-
know
with-
what's wrong with me.
Opens the door because why are you two still in the
Back.
woods?
All right, I opened the door to the front house after deciding we're not going to try it because we have to see them.
And then I'm just standing there making breakfast.
You guys walk into the house, and you look around the corner, and you see Kadek is there, frying eggs, making toast. Sanric is somewhere. Where are you?
By the window.
Sandra?
Are you still in your room?
I
Oh,
mean,
he
for
can-
flavor, you could,
I
sure.
don't know. It's up to
He's
you.
touching plants.
Touching play.
Bruh.
Sure. I'll be coming down. I'll be coming down the steps right conveniently as they're coming in. I would have heard them and been like, oh.
So you all like run into each other and like, oh, there you all are, as you enter the kitchen / dining
Oh.
area.
Kadek,
So
didn't know you could cook.
Hmm? What?
Kadek, I didn't know you could cook.
He cooked the entire journey
I
to
just
your
started
to
cooking
to
the
the
entire-
crossroads. Yes,
Yeah.
he cooked every meal on the way to the crossroads.
I'm like proficient in cooking. I
He
have,
has
like, cooking skills.
visual pots and pans hanging off of his belt and his
I
bag.
don't-
This is a good start.
are we losing memories?
This is the worst. Yeah, do we have retroactive amnesia? Is that canon?
You don't know. You wouldn't know.
No, wouldn't know at all.
That's wild.
Well, what are you cooking there, Kadek?
I am cooking eggs, bacon, and toast.
From as I hit the bottom of the steps, I'll look over and it's like, well, that sounds good. You'll forgive me again for not partaking. Again, apologies.
You can eat the toast.
Yeah, the toast doesn't have any animal byproducts.
That's
It's fried in bacon grease.
I say,
as
you
long
can have
as you
some
keep,
toast.
as long as you keep the butter off. Yes. So weird for me to think about this.
Being vegan?
Yes. It's like you can't have butter.
What's that?
He becomes a leprechaun briefly.
Guys, I hit the goof juice or something. I don't know what's
Devin-
wrong.
Devin's in a
Devin,
freaky mood tonight.
Whatever
Yeah.
drugs you are on, you need to share.
Okay.
We either all need to be there or none of us can be.
Well, I just for my daily life, man. Like,
Nah.
Well, I guess I'll go set the table then.
No, I'm role playing eating breakfast. This is
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
I set the table.
I was just gonna jump cut to breakfast eating, but all right.
Jump cut it.
Go for it. We need to
I
get the.
keep
You
getting
gotta
cut
finish.
off by Devin's out of pocket comments.
You
Jump
gotta pull
cut
the
to
trigger
us
for
leaving.
us, dude.
Jump-
Yeah, you
jump
gotta
cuts
pull the
to us
trigger for
leaving.
us. We are never getting
I
out of
have
here.
more stuff for you in the house.
Oh, okay.
I can't jump cut to you leave it. You need to talk to. I was gonna have you talk to Jordan.
I need to take some deep breaths.
Okay. All right. So, as you sit down to eat, and you all start eating your meal, eventually, Jordan makes his way down. He thanks you, Mechanic, for the meal, and then starts to eat himself. And then sometime later, Elros comes down and starts eating as well. And after a minute of the meeting, Elros goes, "So, what are your plans?"
Oh, we're probably gonna go try to find that place.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be heading out southeast today.
So, we would go with you, but the chances of everyone getting caught would go up the bigger the group. So we will stay behind a bit, let you get a head start, and meet you there. There should be a town just before the river. On this side of the river. Before Port Evo. Stop
So we're
there
heading just east.
and wait for us. We'll find you.
What's the town called?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
So are we talking like
that's okay.
right there?
No, you don't
Like,
gotta do this every time.
Like pretty
No,
much.
no.
So mirror the map of mirror Port Evo on the river, and just
Okay.
there's a town there.
I'm circling it, and this is my actual map that I'm gonna
Yeah.
mark up.
Jack pulls out a map every time someone brings up a town and marks on the map, just like Sandrick does when we're on the road.
Well, Sam's making a map from scratch. I have this,
From where?
the one we bought.
The one you
Oh, we bought a map.
Yeah, the
I
very
don't know.
not
I
up-to-date.
don't remember that.
Do we have retrograde amnesia?
You might.
Wild.
You might have actual amnesia.
No, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah, Micah has
Okay.
that.
All right, so so while you are there, wait for us. We will meet you there. If something were to happen and we get there before you, we will wait for you in the whatever tavern is
Where-
available.
How long should we wait?
I don't know. That depends on the journey.
I suppose if you don't show up, I guess we'll decide what to do then, but just a precaution.
The hope is we'll have a way to contact you once we're there.
And if you can't,
I would just recommend waiting.
But for how long?
I don't know. It's a 3.5-week journey to get there. If either one of us gets caught up on something, it'll be some time.
Well, how long are you leaving after us?
Maybe 5 days.
Okay, so wait like a week then. That's what I was asking for.
okay.
Well,
Anyway, apology.
I thought you weren't gonna come with us because you're like a wanted criminal. That's pretty bad.
I mean, so are you.
Nuh-uh. I
They
just
don't know
Start to
that.
have a face.
That's true.
You
Fair
want to
point.
use magic, you're wanted criminals. They
It-
just don't know your face.
didn't happen.
Do they know that we used magic?
They go with yes.
I mean,
If they find the bodies, yes.
Invisibility,
they'll eventually
guy
find
turning-
the bodies.
a deer turning into a human.
Can't prove that any of that stuff happened.
Oh yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah, they'll eventually find bodies that were murdered by magical means.
You had an Eldritch Blast?
Somebody could use bombs.
Darn.
Fair point. Fair point.
As an artificer, you would know the black powder explosives would have a completely different kind of residue.
Would have been different. Eldritch Blasts and bombs have very different blast radiuses.
Well, we have to go back through there on when we leave, right?
Theoretically, it's on the way.
So I'll go through and I'll prestidigitation all of it.
All of it? Prestidigitation, it's only 1 by 1 foot.
The wounds? That won't work on just the wound itself. That has been.
No, I'm at
It's not about the wounds, it's about the area.
the area
the area
of effect
would,
where the
is, is not as bad as the wounds on the bodies themselves.
We could
But
bury
no-
the bodies.
Why didn't
Could
we
I-
bury the bodies?
We were in a
No,
hurry.
no.
Yes.
The other people took care of them.
The other people
They
took care of
dragged
them.
him into the woods.
He dragged
The
them into
barbari-
the woods. Out of sight.
Will we... Out of sight, out of mind, I guess.
That is true.
I would
That's
like
not
to be a
how things
voice. I would like to be a voice of reason and say maybe we shouldn't go back to the place a crime was committed, being
the-
the criminals.
We can go around.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the main road to like get to like where we're going.
We can go
Well, at
around.
the very least, maybe we shouldn't stop or look. Or if we see guards, maybe we should turn around. But I highly recommend we don't go back and try to bury the bodies or whatever.
I mean, they have no reason to stop us if there's guards on the road. They don't know it was us who did it. I mean, as long as we don't use the caravan.
I thought we demilled it, made it look different already.
You did.
We
Or are
melted
we
the
not?
paint off the side with acetone.
So what I'm hearing is that we're not going to leave with the caravan. Jordan and her are going to leave with the caravan and bring it to us when we meet in the city. Because that way, it's a little less suspicious.
If they're going by caravan and we're on foot, they're going to get their way before we do.
And we will wait for you when we're there. We'll have ways of keeping up on your progress.
That's weird.
Seems
That is weird.
suspicious.
Wait,
And that's
you already
suspicious.
know that we have a shrine, aye?
And how does that work? How did you specifically scry on us?
I didn't do any of the scrying. And at this point, Jordan goes in. You have to be familiar with the person that you scry on. And having met you, asking you to clear the goblins, I then just used it to watch the fight. Having seen magical abilities, I then asked more of your help.
By the same principles, I could watch your guys' progress as well.
You could, do you know how to scry?
I've been working on it.
You don't have a focus or anything?
You need a focus to scry?
Well, I mean, I don't know. The spell is a pretty powerful spell, so having the eye makes it a lot easier.
Maybe we're just building up that.
It's a thing that happens. I don't know.
Is it
Alright,
linked to
well-
the visions that you have?
I cannot say that it isn't. It's something I can do since I've woken up.
You do seem to be able to do a lot of weird stuff.
Says the man who can talk to animals. Is that
Yeah,
how
aren't
convince-
you
is that-
yourself experiencing weird stuff?
Well, my abilities follow along the druid. Oh, frickin'. Follows the magics of the druids, but I'm not sure what you guys are.
What's a
Between
druid?
your weird visit.
We're
Talk-
not sure who we are either.
To be fair, in the olden world before the magic was outlawed, druids were pretty common, and the ability to talk to animals was that was considered normal. Most magic was considered normal.
And what magic was considered unnormal?
Typically necromancy, that one's a bit weird.
Fair point, actually.
Dunamancy, that's even weirder.
What is that?
Yes, well, I didn't
Oh,
mean to.
yes, sorry. Dunamancy, it is the manipulation of time.
Ah, temporal effects.
Yes. That one is very weird, very dangerous, and should never be meddled with. There's a reason. I would tell you the names of the people who have, but they have erased themselves from history.
Oh, that's fun.
Leaving nothing but their journals, which have their names have been faded out of existence.
What is chronomancy then?
Well,
I
I
don't
think we
know.
should get headed out now. Don't want to burn too much daylight.
I've learned new things.
Send me a text on that. I don't know what chronomancy is.
Stanrick, do you have anything that you wish to do before we potentially have a really long journey ahead of us with little to no stops? Hopefully.
Are you taking the
We probably shouldn't.
No, not taking the cart. Wild.
It'd be sus.
It would be crazy sus. Like, even though it's demilitarized, I mean, they'd be like, damn, that looks exactly like our car.
Okay. The pros of having the cart
No.
is it wouldn't be much faster travel time because it's a cart and it doesn't have many horses on it. But the pros is that those of you with abilities that can be utilized in downtime would be able to work in the cart
Plus storage.
and the ability to carry more things. The downside is it's not any faster, really, and it could maybe be recognized. You are unsure on that front.
How much does a horse go for around these parts?
$75 gold.
75 gold.
If we each got a horse, how fast would we be able to get there?
You probably cut the time in half.
Gavin can turn
If
into
you
a
push
horse.
the horses, you could probably get it down to a week and a half.
So we could spend 225 gold. No. Sorry. 150 gold. And cut the time in half.
Sandrick is small enough
I
that
don't
he
know.
could fit on a horse with someone else.
Stanrick
you-
can turn into a horse.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, but only for a certain amount of time a day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay.
I say we actually, I say we take the cart.
We'd also have to buy the horses to pull the cart.
You have one horse. Because you
There's a single.
but you stole
you
the
have a
cart while
That's
it
true.
was
Wait,
being
wait.
used.
I
That
feel
is
like it
true.
would be a lot easier to take care of one horse than have four of them. 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's do that. That's what we're doing. We're taking the cart.
Okay.
That is the final decision.
Alright. So
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Should we make it look less like a cart? The cart?
With what?
How do we do that?
Invisible ink?
like the
Cart is a
barred
cart.
windows.
Invisible ink that goes invisible?
You know how it has bars for windows because it's still a prison transport vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh
we
wait,
did
no,
the
you took
bars
the
up.
windowless one, didn't you?
Yeah.
We took the least looking.
Just the most
Militarized
basics.
one.
Yeah.
Prisony ones.
Alright, so
Well, Elros, Jordan, thank you very much for your hospitality. We will meet you there.
thank you very much for the save. Yes, we look forward to seeing you there. If we get there before you for some reason, we will wait.
Very well. Well, safe travels as I offer up my tiny little hand.
Is that for like a handshake?
Yeah.
Okay. She gives you a handshake. Jordan gives you a nod, and you guys start your departure.
Oh, we are on the road again.
So you guys load up into the cart, take the things you need. Who's driving the vehicle?
It'd be the person who has the best animal handling.
So probably.
Are any of you
I-
proficient in land vehicles?
Sea
Is that a thing?
Circular
Yes.
water vehicle.
Hold on, where do I find that at?
Under proficiencies.
I have 3 in animal handling.
Probably
And
not.
proficient in
I don't
water
know.
vehicle.
I don't even know where you'd get that.
If we
Yeah.
if we put the thing in water, we can get there so much faster.
Yeah, that'll work.
just drowns.
That's wild.
He's in here with us.
I'm gonna.
Rock
Probably none of us have.
That's
Yeah, I
okay.
don't have it.
That's fine.
I have +5. And
Well, Elijah might. What's your background? Merchant? Artesian?
Merchant.
second.
All right, guys, hold on. I'm setting up some good old head bopping
Traveling.
travel
Travel.
stuff.
Nope, navigator's tools. I think it's the Artesians that give you the thing.
Mm.
You know.
This is the travel music.
So traveling.
What am I
a,
listening
a jazz
to?
band. That's not jazz.
Ooh. We got a pinwheel in here.
What is going on? Give me a sec.
Okay.
Let it cook.
So, as you guys make your journey, going
Let it
eastward, who's driving the cart?
I can.
Okay, Samric driving the cart. This little halfling.
Got a
Commanding,
little weed in my
he-
mouth.
He looks
Little piece of wheat.
he looks absolutely tiny on this cart, and driving the cart as you guys make your way. The rest of you in the back. Do any of you want to do anything as a downtime activity in the back of the cart? As far as
Will I be driving this constantly?
I would imagine, you'd probably switch out over time.
Who would I switch out with?
Whoever.
Who wants to take that?
Take them.
Okay.
I mean, we all can.
Kedek and me.
Um,
Because when I am not driving, I would like to use my herbalism kit again.
okay. So, any of you? So you want herbalism kit? Any of you guys have anything you want to do? Light tinkering.
I think I would be practicing my telekinetic powers in the back.
Am I allowed to make bombs?
Do you have black powder?
I don't know.
Probably not, but you can definitely get some. It exists.
Ash
can
said,
mine it for
hey,
you.
here's an alchemist supplies kit.
Hey, that won't give you black powder.
I mind. I see my
I've
command
acid.
wolves.
I would assume you know how to mine.
Yeah.
It's kind of built in with the race.
Growing up in the mountains. But mining is like a job, and so the rules for that would be like you'd have to work 8 hours a day for a whole week to get anything effective from that.
What? That's not. I just can't like be walking through the woods and then just do it like a perception check, I guess, or something.
For
I could run that.
for what?
A clump of iron. I have no idea.
What is this, Minecraft?
Yes.
Also, you don't have the tools to refine iron on you, so
No, I don't. I don't even have a pickaxe on me.
right. And even if you manage to mine raw ore, you wouldn't have like a blacksmith shop isn't gonna have the tools for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how does your herbalist kit work, Kevin?
Give me a sec.
Okay.
We had it. It was something between. I didn't know. I'm trying to remember if we made it up. We did not. It's an actual thing.
Say it's an actual thing. I know what it is.
It's
just
an
don't-
intelligence check. Who has perfect potion? You have advantage with that check. Okay.
Does it say how long you have to spend?
Okay.
While he reads, does anyone else want to do things?
I'll sharpen my axe.
So
or
it-
something.
Okay.
It's a little confusing because it says it's an intelligence check, but it says utilize identify a plant. And it's
Yeah,
a DC of 10.
That's a
Is that-
a survival check.
So I think I have to find the plants find a plant to make antitoxins if I make that.
Yeah, you had the kit to do the stuff, but you need the resources to do it.
I
It's-
would like to try to I don't know how many times do I get to do this. Oh,
As many as you have resources for, and time to do so.
it only says I need the material for the potion of healing.
Yes.
Like 25 gold pieces of raw material, and then it says identify a plant. I'm guessing to make a candle antitoxin healer's kit.
Yeah. So
So,
potion of healing
I
is
would-
gold, and then everything else is just stuff like
Yeah. Okay.
foraging.
I
which-
would like to find material to make a healer's kit if I
Okay.
could.
So the speed of the cart isn't much faster than your guys' walking speed. You could, if you wanted to, while Katic was driving the cart, walk alongside the cart, scanning the wooded area around you for plants.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'll just like walk off in the woods, walking alongside the
Yep.
road.
So make a perception check.
Please. And I don't think I have advantage on this.
You can add a D4 from Whisk. He'll give you guidance.
18 plus 1, 19.
Okay. I'd say you find in the course of the next 2 days, you find probably 8 herbs and flowers that can be used.
Or any one of the 3? Or just-
Anything but the potion of healing, because that's
Yeah,
25 gold
okay.
pieces worth of material.
I would like. Okay, where's my stuff again? To make. Why can't I see? I would like to make. I'll keep some of them for later. I'll just like to make like 2 healers kit and then 2 antitoxins.
All right. You can roll for those and determine. It tells you the DC, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you roll and determine this on your. Anyone else?
Yeah. I'm working on it. With Jack's Fate Spell Sniper, he ignores half cover.
Mm-hmm.
Does it, if I also give him something that ignores half cover, does it stack?
He ignores 3/4 cover too.
Really?
Yes.
That's insane.
Spell Sniper is so good. It's
Oh.
like it's so good.
Whoa.
Well, I took it.
Never mind. I'm trying to work on an infusion, but I haven't really figured it out yet.
Okay.
And I want to practice scrying as well. I cannot find my camera. Okay, there
Okay.
it is.
What are you trying to scry on?
I'm just trying to see if I can hone it, so I'd probably be watching. Why am I getting Discord alerts? I'd probably be watching Jordan and Elros,
Okay.
because it's a farther distance.
Make a wisdom check.
Well,
You sit and you focus and you can see what you were trying, like in the darkness as you are meditating. You can see a little window appear. It is way too distant to make anything out of, and you can see it. And you know that's where you need to go to be able to do this grind, but you just can't. And it fails. I'd say that's a day's worth of scrying. A day worth of full of scrying and frustration.
great. Fantastic.
As you continue down this road for the next couple of days, working on your different projects and just practicing and honing skills. Senric, while you are driving the cart, you notice about 5 horses dart past you in full gallop. The men on them a blur as they just zip right past you.
Like along the road, or
Yeah, so you're going
Cross.
this way, and then they just zoom this way.
So they're in the fast lane. Oh wait,
Um,
no.
They are going the opposite direction you are going to where you came from.
I'm gonna look at them. What were the men on top?
Make a perception check.
13.
They were hooded and moving really fast. You weren't able to make out any facial features.
Just as I'm clopping along, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, what's got them in a hurt?" And then like have a flash of realization. Like there was a lot of them. You said 8?
5.
5. Is there any way to talk with the people in the back?
Yell at them.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna like get a little nervous. Not 100% sure, but thinking that could be people going to check on the bodies, and I'm just gonna be like, just keep going, man. little scared.
Okay.
And
As-
if go ahead.
Nope.
If there's a chance, I would tell that to everyone else.
Okay. As you continue forward, a little nervous about what just happened, anxiety going up a bit. You continue on for the next few hours. And about 2 hours after you ran into those guys, make a perception check.
Oh no.
Everyone or just him?
He's the only one outside right
Oh,
now.
he's the other side. Yeah.
19.
Oh, you notice up ahead there is a figure leaning against a tree. Like he's like hand on tree, like he's trying to walk and he's like stumbling. And he looks young, like human man, probably like 17, 18 at the most. And he's just hobbling forward. And as you get closer, you notice he has an arrow stuck in his leg and another one up in his shoulder.
Damn. I'm gonna quick stop the car.
Um,
Oh, lad, what's happened to you?
as he stops the
As
cart.
I-
The rest
as
of you notice
I
the
quit.
cart has stopped. And then you
And I'm gonna hop off to go to him.
yeah, so the cart stops and you hear muffled voice of Sanric. And you walk up to the boy and he looks over at you like sees you walk up and just like kind of like leans back against the tree and just sits down leaning on it. I was men, horses, arrow, ow.
I saw them
He's-
just pass.
No, you can continue.
Those men that passed an hour ago?
Probably.
What got you on their bad side? As I am like inspecting the wound.
It's pretty bad. This kid's barely
Oh.
barely up, barely awake. They wanted my stuff, but I had a job to do, so I tried to run, and they shot me, and then took all my money and all my stuff, and left me to die. But I still have a job to do, and I gotta keep going.
Oh.
And he tries to
No,
stand back
no.
up.
Almost dead.
I'm gonna push him back down. I don't think you're going anywhere, mate.
He
Not if you wanna
without
live.
resistance like sits back down. I gotta deliver. It's important. Gotta deliver.
Who do you have to deliver to? Who do you have to deliver to? You're almost dead.
I don't know much and he pulls out a letter that has a little bit of blood on it from his coat. The recipient is Greg Vidril. He's in the next town. It's not far.
Greg Vitriol.
Vidril. V-I-D-I.
Vidril.
Or D-R-I-L. I am lightheaded from sounding out of breath.
Greg Vitriol. Well, here, I'll take that for now.
Oh, it's right up there.
But-
It's blind.
Do I,
I think-
have...
I think at this point, after noticing that we've been stopped for like longer than a minute,
Mhm.
I think my character would open the door to see what's happening because maybe we would have stopped because there was something in the way and it needed to get moved
Yeah.
or something along those lines. So my
So
character
you,
opens the door.
you peek outside and you look over, and Sanric is standing in front of this kid who is leaning against the tree, two arrows in him, holding a letter. And you can't hear him because he's barely talking.
You know what really sucks about this? I failed both of my checks to get healer's kit.
Oh
Yours
no.
What's this guy's last name again? Sorry.
Vidril?
Vidril. V-I-D-R-I-L.
Vidril.
I got out of...
Vidril.
What'd you do to this man?
Why you think I put arrows in him? I just ran... Could I try my best to try to, like, say, rip off some of the guy's clothing, try to plug up the wounds, and just do whatever I can?
So, in order to do what you're trying to do, you would have to remove the arrows from his body.
Bad idea, Brady. Bad idea.
Would his character know that?
Make a medicine check.
Oh boy.
I am not proficient, so this is...
You're gonna see if you have any basic knowledge.
I have a little bit of medicine.
Abel is with me, by the way.
Is anyone proficient? I'm gonna quick look to the crew and be
No.
The only person
Well-
you see is Jack.
Mm.
like, oh.
You look at me.
Make the roll.
Abel is with me, by the way.
Dirty 20. This guy's
Oh.
living. This guy's living.
You look at
Gonna
him.
drag him
You
into
realize
life.
the wounds are really bad. And he is probably going to die within the next day if not getting proper medical attention. Looking at the arrow wounds, you know that you're going to have to break them and pull them out. And then immediately put pressure and address the wounds. And it was going to take a lot of work, and it's going to be really hard to do while he's conscious.
Knock him out.
Or without someone restraining him.
Oh,
Jack, can you get the others? I think I might need some help for this. Can
Uh,
someone make sure the horse doesn't run away?
Yeah.
Horse
So I
is tied up.
run around to the back.
Why would the horse
It's a
be tied up?
military horse, dude.
and I'm-
It knows.
Kind of like standing
Oh.
there with my arms against the frame of the door that leads in. It's like, guys, there's somebody out here, and I think he's gonna die.
All right, I guess we go. I guess that's okay. We'll go.
All right, so the rest of the party, Jack returns. The rest of the party trailing after him. This kid
I'm
is-
just.
In bad shape.
Oh man.
What have you gotten so far? I mean, I'm not like the most medically inclined person here, Sandrick.
I'm gonna churn away from him. Just stay there for a moment. And turn around and look at the others. And be like, we're gonna have to break the arrows and pull them out, but it's gonna be really painful, and I don't think he's gonna be able to handle it while awake. So we either hold him down or knock him out. But I don't recommend knocking him out with force.
If he's asleep, I can cast Healing Word, though.
Well, there's no way you said that out loud, right?
Well, no.
Because
Obviously
that would be
not.
insane, right? In a magic, anti-magic world, that would be
Obviously
just like a not smart thing to do.
Obviously not. That was piped directly into your brainwaves.
Straight to your brain.
Bypassing the
Obviously
prefrontal
not.
cortex.
All of us, or all of our brains?
No, just your brain.
She says it individually. He just
I'm
looks
just
at one
gonna
of
be
you.
like, just gonna be like,
Okay.
we're getting too willy nilly with our magic, guys.
Takes one little kid to see us, and we're cooked.
Well, do we even have the proper like things to assist him in these endeavors? Like take it out actually good and dress the wounds.
I mean, we don't have any medical supplies that I know of.
Do we have a torch to cauterize it?
You're just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be you're gonna
You
you're
have
gonna
fire.
You're gonna just see me look very mad because I literally failed to make. What are they called?
Medical kits?
Medicine?
Medicine kits?
Yeah, metal kits. I'm just gonna look like a little disappointed in myself.
All right, so we have
But no, we just have to do the best we can. I can't. We're working with what we have here.
well, we have torches, so we can use those. But the best option is to knock him out.
Well,
No, we
I mean,
can't.
I'll
I
just
do not
I mean, I
recommend
can
giving
just
a man a concussion when he's in this shape.
Why? How? There's nothing was said about a concussion.
Do we have a way to put him to sleep without force?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Some good old just head holds.
Oh my
Heck, I'll
gosh.
just sleeper hold.
My man is barely clinging to life, and you're gonna. Come on, boy.
Yeah. Do you have a better option? Either that.
Not
You ask
that.
him. You ask him. You ask him. Either I'll
Okay,
walk
no,
up to him.
I'm gonna need you guys to hold him down.
I just come over. I got this. I come behind and just bear hug him from.
Whoa.
Oh my
That-
gosh.
He has an arrow in his shoulder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm holding him. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
All right.
Okay.
So,
So I'm gonna get down next to the boy. So we're gonna try to save you, but this is gonna really hurt. Here, freaking. Can I just say I have like I'm gonna like take off the strap to my like quiver and like give him the leather to bite on,
oh, okay.
and I'm gonna just like get his legs. Jack, no, get over here and grab him.
Okay.
Here,
Once
take
he's-
take the torch. Take the torch.
Okay.
I have the torch.
All right. So,
Yeah, I'll have her hold it. So I'm just gonna get
Legs.
down,
all
get
right.
down,
What?
get ready.
Okay. So,
gonna do some.
with Caddick holding most of him, Jack getting the limbs that could go astray, Noah ready to help with the torch. Make a medicine check with advantage, as your allies are giving you the help action.
Don't freak
Guys,
this out,
this
Kevin.
is just, this
I'm
is
not
just
gonna
when I
make you roll
freaking out.
strength
This
'cause
is
he's a kid
this is
and
when
you're a
I
dwarf.
just fail.
Freak
This
this
is
out.
not
In
good.
person, correct? You're rolling in person. Correct?
Add a d4 from
I don't have my dice
your
with
weasel.
me.
d4
Would
from
you like
Whisk.
me to roll in person for you?
Ooh, okay. Well, you know,
Add a
it could be
D4.
better.
Add the
Okay.
D4. Add the D4.
So
Added
Three.
two. Abel uses his ability. Add another 2.
Oh, okay.
So we
15?
got 15 and
Okay.
and 15.
15 for both. What for what? Oh, you
15 and
rolled
15
twice.
for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you add
advantage.
a d4 from Whisk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
So
the 3.
15
It's-
total.
That was the three.
Okay. How was the DC?
Oh.
So you go up to
Oh
the one
my
on the shoulder.
goodness.
This one doesn't look nearly as bad, and you snap the back where not the back, where the tip of the arrow is. You snap that off, reaching behind him. He grunts in pain a little bit, but you haven't seemed to hurt him as much. And then you look at him, and this is the part that's going to hurt the most. And you grab the arrow, and you yourself brace for knowing he's going to scream. And you just yank it out, straight out. And he just screams into the leather. And then immediately, Noah comes in and burns both ends of the wound with the torch to cauterize it, making him scream more. He still has an arrow in his leg, but that one is helping. Make another medicine check with advantage.
Evan, don't frick us, bro.
Oh, we're good.
This one's a little
We're
more
good.
difficult to handle.
18.
18?
Do you want me to do another guidance? Was that guidance you
Guidance
cast?
as well, yes.
So 18 plus
20.
Perfect. DC was 17.
Oh,
Same thing as before. You break off the end, but this time you don't yank it straight out. You go a little more slowly. Not super slow, but not like a yank to get it out even. He doesn't scream as much. Maybe it's because he's blind because of the other pain, or maybe he's unconscious from the pain. You don't actually know. And Noah comes in, cauterizes the wound with a torch. He did in fact pass out from the pain, but he make one more medicine check. No advantage, but add d4.
12.
He is stable.
I was gonna say, watch him just die.
Barely. He is stable,
Yeah.
but barely.
Yeah,
If you guys did not
Just
intervene, he would have died.
He's just screeching and just like, "Ugh."
he just dies.
He passed out from the pain.
I mean, you cauterized 2 wounds. Through and through arrow wounds.
Kadak would have stayed up.
He is a higher constitution than a 17-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna stand off and just like hands covered in blood. Just be like, well, I hadn't had to do that in a long time.
How do you know that?
Is he out?
Huh?
Is he out? Like, is he
Oh no, he's alive. He's breathing.
is he conscious? Okay.
No. Yeah, sorry, yeah, no.
Well then, here, let me. Do I know that?
Yeah, you can tell.
Okay. Well, let me clean that up for you, and I'll cast Prestidigitation to clean up the blood on Sandrick.
It's like a dryer. It's just like all the blood starts dripping, like just drips off my hands.
What happens is he casts the spell, you watch as it pulls up off of your hands, leaving all dirt too. Just pulls up, and as it comes up, it almost disintegrates out of existence.
Wild.
Thank you. That's useful. I hope he is fully asleep. I'm just like do a quick snap in front of him. We should be good.
Cast Prestidigitation on anybody else that like had blood on them or
Fire.
Fire.
you know,
Got a little bit of
I was
soot
just
on your
holding-
hand.
not the down guy because it makes sense that he would have blood stains from them. So
Well, I
what
don't-
A lot of dried and fresh blood.
Are we taking him with us?
That seems
Good
like a
thing we
bad.
brought the.
I
good thing
am
we brought the
glitching
wagon.
out. What did you guys say?
Are we taking him with us?
Seems
Oh, we're
like
not
a
gonna
bad-
just leave him here. He said that there was a village not far from here where he was delivering this letter. I think I grabbed it from him.
He gave it to you. He was
Yeah.
handing it
Yeah.
to you.
So
He was about to
Adam,
ask you to
I
deliver it.
And I don't think he's still in any good condition. I say we take him to any what do you call him in media? What would you call it in a fantasy world? Medic? Like
Doctor.
Apothecary?
Apothecary.
doctor,
Cleric?
that would make
Something.
sense.
Apothecary.
Clerics.
Apothecary.
Not that
Let's
you've
be
seen.
fun.
Jesus.
Not that you've seen
Medic.
any clerics after the war, but
Doctor?
clerics.
Fine.
Anyway, okay. We should see if there's a doctor in the village and give him to that, so we can just load him up in the back.
yeah, we'll just have to keep our things to a minimum, I guess.
Are we worried that we are a scarier thing than being woken up on the road?
I
Oh,
can't
I'm-
hear anything. I'm glitching out for some reason.
I'm worried that waking up around the 3 of us is scarier than waking up in the middle of nowhere on the road.
Well, he saw us help him.
Oh, this is true.
He did see you approach him. Will he remember that? You don't know, but he did see it.
I
His
assume
brain's
he'll wake up
locking
and
those
be like,
memories
hey,
away.
there's no arrows in me. That's good.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine. All right, we'll throw him in the back. One.
Throw him in the back. Just like one.
Kadok just throws him over his shoulder, walks to the back, and slaps him down.
He dies.
And
That's the final failed death save. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's just a temple on the edge of this.
cracks his skull open. Oh
Yeah.
no. Alright, so you guys load him up into the cart. At this point, it would have been about Kadok's turn to switch to driving. So Kadok takes over. You guys continue on. That night, he doesn't wake up. He sleeps throughout the whole night. And part of the next morning, only about halfway through the next day does he shoot awake with a wild gasp and then followed by a painful grunt as he sat up and then realized how much pain he was in and immediately laid back down. Where am I?
You're in our cart. We decided to take you off the road and head towards the village. You're safe.
We should be at the village any time now.
I mean, the village was like probably 3 days from where I was.
We'll be in the village in about 2 days.
Well, that's good.
But you need to rest. Take your time.
The letter needs to be delivered.
Yes, and we're heading on our way.
We'll make sure it is.
What is in this letter that is so important?
I don't know, but they paid very handsomely.
You don't know what's in the letter? Who's it going to?
Greg Vidril. This is
Who's
the
that?
only name I have. I don't even know where to find him in the town.
Do you know who that is?
I
So you
just
don't know
know
who
that
it is.
200 gold was paid for this letter to find that man. And
That is
whoever
a hefty
paid
sum.
was in a very urgent state, saying it needed to be there immediately.
I think it has.
I think I had a week to deliver the letter.
How long do you have left?
How many?
5
That.
days.
Is that with you sleeping for a day and a quarter, or?
5 days from where I was.
Okay, so like 4,
Yeah. Pretty much
like
all.
3 and 2/3.
I don't know why
Well,
it needs
no
to
matter
be
how
delivered,
short of time. Oh, sorry, go.
but it is very important that it gets delivered.
Well, regardless of how short a time or how much money, nothing worth killing yourself over.
I mean, the next town was the only help. Just die in the road or die trying to get out of the road.
Can you explain again? You were in a bit of a rush. What exactly happened?
I was
They just-
traveling by foot, and 5 men on horses rode up. And I thought they were just asking for directions, and then I realized what they were. And they wanted all the stuff I had, but I couldn't let them get the letter, because then it wouldn't get delivered. And so I ran for it, not realizing that they had crossbows. And they shot me twice. And then proceeded to take everything I had, leaving me with only the letter. So I could have just avoided all of this to begin with if I just didn't run.
So they were bandits then?
I mean, probably. They had masks and hoods. I couldn't see their faces.
Well,
At least you're okay.
I guess
now.
that'll warn us to keep our eyes open for any wary travelers. Man, I am glitching out. Give me a second.
Nope, Devin's dead.
Oh,
I think
that's
I'm
not
gonna
worth
go back to sleep now. Thanks. And he basically passes out again.
Cheers.
This give is staving off multiple points of exhaustion.
Oh,
So,
It's like, oh my gosh.
you guys continue your journey onward. And make it to the next town. And as you approach the town of Ekrine, sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Ekrine. It is very small. It is basically a village.
How do you
There's
spell that?
Ecrine.
it's a hamlet.
What?
A hamlet?
In a village. Yeah, it's
village?
a
Oh,
small village.
sorry. I thought you were talking about the name of the city, and I was like, what? Name of the
Hamlet?
town. I was like, it's a hamlet. Did I choose a
Hamlet.
bad name?
Actually goes crazy as a food item. Hamlet.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Nope.
Moving on.
Nope.
So,
That's wild.
moving on.
Nope.
So, as you approach the town of Ekrine, 2 days left on the message delivery. It's small. There's basic shops at best. You managed to find the closest thing you could find to a clinic, which is like a small hut that one person runs. And you bring him in there, and the person running it looks at you all, and she's an older woman, and she goes, "Do you have gold to pay for his recovery?"
Yes. How much will you need?
After supplies and letting him rest, probably just 10 gold.
Dang.
2?
Got a
What'd
hard
you say?
bargain. 10.
Oh.
Got a hard bargain.
That is cheap.
I
She
could
doesn't have a
intimidate-
lot she
I
can
could
do.
intimidate her.
Make it 5.
Brother, we are not about to intimidate the dog. What are we, America? Come on.
That's an
You
arm
know
and a leg, I
healthcare,
heard.
dude.
Healthcare should be free.
Devin,
Yeah, that's what he
Before
started.
you
Privately
like
funded
it.
clinic. Healthcare should be free. Go to the hospital if you want free healthcare.
I tried to somehow tie in like a dwarven culture being communist, but it just didn't work. Like back where I'm from.
What's all of your guys' passive perceptions?
Low.
15.
13.
15.
My passive perception.
12.
1 second. Where is it at?
It's on the left side of
What's
the
your
screen.
perception? If you were to roll for perception, what's your modifier?
+3.
13.
Plus 5.
It's 10
Oh,
plus
my
your
passive
modifier.
perception. My passive perception is 13.
Yeah, it's 10 plus your modifier.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm proficient.
Well, never mind then.
Sorry,
Righty. So,
Proficient in perception.
do you is someone giving her 10 gold?
Yeah. I
Oh,
will.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys give her the 10 gold. She puts it in her coin purse and turns around and starts grabbing herbs and stuff. And just noticing, Senric, you notice, you recognize a few of the things she's grabbing. And then as she turns to him, she starts muttering something as she puts the herbs on the wounds. And having rolled a horrible, horrible, horrible stealth or sleight of hand, you all notice that she is casting some sort of spell.
She's
See,
a
I would've
witch.
been even that bad. It would have been
Bruh.
fine.
Witch. Burn her. No, I'm joking.
All right, Mr. Salem, calm down.
I could have cast Healing Word when we're on the road. I wouldn't say a thing. I wouldn't say a single thing.
Devin is deafened.
Evan is
Yeah.
in.
I'd be like, What's happening here?
Devin
Me and
has
Jeff
died.
make eye contact and then don't speak on it.
Rip Devin.
His Wi-Fi just.
Hello?
Hi.
Well, it's like the like
That's crazy.
older style
Concussion.
establishments where it's like they've been in that town
That's-
forever. Wow, this picture. Who is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
who is
it's
this?
my great-
against?
Yoink one of those
It's my
right now.
great grandmother who started this
Was she
establishment.
awake too?
All right. What happened to Devin?
Are those American Revolution guns?
So, okay, I am actually like, I literally saw 5,000 ping on my Discord. I don't even exist. So I'm on my phone right now.
Okay. We'll just continue without your.
Turn on the camera.
What you noticed that the person was casting healing word, or not healing word, cure wounds in a very similar way that you would cast cure wounds as a druid.
Me and Noah have decided to ignore said things.
We've elected that it's not our circus.
Nor their monkeys.
Unless they were in a barrel.
Unless there were monkeys.
Monkeys in a barrel, legit.
Is
So
he
Devin,
even here?
what are you doing? Do you ignore it? Do you call it
I
out?
missed half that conversation.
You noticed that the
So-
lady that you hired to heal the boy is casting cure wounds in a similar manner that you would.
Did I notice it with 13?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rolled a 3 for sleight of hand plus whatever non-existent modifiers an old lady has.
How the frick is this lady in business?
Because normally
it
she
her
rolls
job?
better than that, or she doesn't do it in front of people. But this kid's about to die. You guys kept him stable,
Yeah.
and that was about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And me and
So
and
I
it's
know-
a small remote village that no one's ever heard of. It doesn't even have a name on the map.
What? Where are we? Like, where are we at? Like, is there anyone
Crime.
around?
it's a
The dog's
building.
talking.
In a
You're
building.
in
Is
the
there
small
anyone
hut.
else?
You're in the small healer's hut.
We in a hut.
We are
Dang.
in the hut.
It's pretty cramped with all 5 of you in there.
No wonder she couldn't hide it well.
You try to hide magic from 3 magic users in Caddick.
Yeah,
And
I would like to use detect man. I smell something fishy afoot.
I suppose something
There's no magical items around.
there.
What does it matter?
Not that she knows of.
I'd like to seep into her brain.
So anyway, Devin, are you doing anything?
Did she like look at us like she made a mistake?
She's trying to hide it, as if she's just addressing it with medicine.
But we're just apparently all.
But you all notice her muttering the
We just
words
like it.
just under
We just
her
all
breath.
have vision like hawks, apparently.
Well, I
and
know
can-
because I rolled below your perception. So you
I
know.
know.
We know the actual reason.
Yeah, we know the actual reason. I'm trying to like build up the story here, Mike.
Would
Yeah,
Quebec
she
just be
tried to hide it by muttering, and you
I already
all.
said it. No.
I'm gonna like be a bit taken aback. Like I'm like in my mind I'm like, oh my goodness, magic again. But I'm gonna look up at her and be like, you're a sparkler.
like,
Wild. I'm gonna like point and just go.
Are you actually? Are you...
No.
Okay,
I'm
that's
still
fine.
pretending this isn't happening.
yeah,
I'm just gonna look. I'm just gonna
She's
look
doing it
between
without
everybody.
looking up from addressing the wounds. I am a simple healer. That is all I am.
Why? I'm joking.
Can I mind link to Sandrick and just go, shut your mouth, you didn't see anything?
Do you want the boy healed or not?
Do you want, yeah. She's a normal person with no magic powers. She's healing the boy. Look away.
That is insane. I honestly don't know how to roleplay that. What? It's like,
In your-
oh,
Nope,
In
that's
your
it.
mind, I'm telling you basically to mind your business and don't call her out.
I already did.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, be like, oopsie daisy, you must have been saying some magical or some crazy words because you're old or something.
Maybe I need to get my hearing checked.
Yeah. Play it off.
I'm gonna. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll look at her and be like. She said, "I'm a simple healer, right?" That's all she said.
Yeah.
Nothing more than just a healer.
Oh yeah. My apologies, and I guess that's all I'll say. I don't know. It would be too suspicious.
She nods her head and then just kind of like with one hand motions to the door and then goes back to healing the boy.
Dang, she wants us out of here.
Well,
Thank you
it's a
again.
hut. There's 5 of you.
Thank you again. Sorry for my man accusing you of
you.
like the worst thing since treason. We'll be going now.
Yeah.
First thing.
You did not say that.
It's
You
true. She
Okay.
just nods at you and doesn't even reply.
Awesome.
What is the punishment for being a sparkler?
Death.
Like scalping? Oh, okay.
Prison death.
That you know of.
Oh, come on, you should have did something a little more creative.
Nope, it is prison and then death
That you know of.
that we know of.
Scalping, lynching. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Covered in
but
tar,
there are multiple
tar
forms of
and
death.
chicken feathers.
Oh, yeah, I was
dragged
gonna
down
say
the
tar
road.
and chicken feathers.
Basically, any
like,
death
You don't know. You weren't there. You two don't have any
upside
memory of
down on a
anything.
cross, I don't know. Like
Sandrick was
something.
exiled to the Feywild. None of you were
You were
around for any of
told
this. None of
to
you know.
Yeah, they got wild.
All right. So you're in the town of
Forget that last. Let's
Veckrine.
forget that last one.
You're in the town of Veckrine.
Telling
You
it is
have
good.
passed the messenger off to a healer's hut. It is getting late in the day. 2 days left. What do you do?
I'm gonna vote we do the D&D thing, aka let's go find a tavern.
Okay, well, okay. I'll start off by being like, once we leave the hut, sorry, I'll just like look to everyone and be like, sorry, I can't. It's so much different when I'm on my phone. I can't roleplay. This is bizarre.
Can we
Hold
back
up,
it
Can't
up?
see your
Can we
face.
back it
Turn
up
your
a minute?
phone cam on and hold your phone to your face.
dude. This is gonna be horrendous. I don't know.
Oh,
Bud needs an iPad.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it sideways. Turn it sideways.
Okay, this is so much worse. No, that's just not gonna work.
How is that worse?
It is. I don't know. Mentally, it's worse. I can't. Like if the
Roleplay.
monitor's off to the side, I don't have to look at it. But if I'm just, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna look to, just like yeah. I'm sorry. I got caught up. I didn't. I just reacted.
Yeah, well, since we're like kind of coveting from the government, don't call out other people that might be, also doing the same thing we are.
I'll keep that noted and try to reserve myself next time.
Yeah,
But-
He's getting scolded like a 3-year-old. Wow.
it's like looking the other way. Imagine if like
Slap my name.
it's like what we do to Whisk. We just look the other way. He doesn't exist.
I'm trying to think of like a real life equivalent to like someone being a sparkler.
The Jews.
Like
The Nazis.
oh my goodness, that is not even close. Like the closest I think like it
this not
depends
even
on your.
not even close.
Americans in American history.
This is the closest thing I could think of. It would be like, and it depends on your stance. It would be like someone who likes marijuana, seeing someone who smokes marijuana, and it's like back when it's illegal. It'd be like, weird, and then they're like, oh shoot.
No.
I think a closer thing is American with American history.
Okay,
It's like,
so-
wow, we're so great. Wait, slavery? Huh? What's
All right.
Oh, but sorry. I'll keep. I had some more, Micah. I will look to everyone and be like, "Well, do you think it would be polite to deliver the letter for him?"
we can find out whoever this Eric Greg guy is.
Do we still give the money back to him?
He didn't
I mean, I
have
think
the
that
money.
would be the right thing to do.
He didn't
Sounds
have
like
the
he already
money.
got paid.
He got robbed.
Did
of
he?
Everything.
Rob,
Yeah, he was robbed.
my bad.
I'm pretty sure they'd pay him after he got
I gotta start writing.
delivered the letter.
I'm pretty sure he said he got paid 200 gold to deliver this
Yeah.
with utmost urgency.
He didn't get to
Oh.
keep it. Got paid.
And there it is night, and you have 2 days remaining. So you have tomorrow to deliver the letter. It's not night, but it's sun.
Yeah.
It's like 6, 7 p.m.
Well,
Okay.
If we're
I'll be
gonna
right
deliver it, might want to do some finding out. You know about this Greg guy today, so we don't have to waste as much time tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess that would be the right thing. I doubt he's going to be up and going again tomorrow anyway. Well, maybe if.
She's doing good work in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, looking around, like, how small of a hamlet are we talking here, or village?
It's like a small town.
Above or below 100?
Yeah, well, just a little above.
High school graduating class.
That's a bad analogy.
I don't remember my high school or how big my class was.
350. You told
Ours-
me 400 when you graduated.
Was it?
Ours was like 80.
So I
80?
don't remember saying that at all.
I
Ours
think
was
somebody
pretty
else.
small.
A mistake.
It was big too. Anyway,
Oh, you guys are missing.
I don't know if the upper 100 is accurate. It's
Population size, us 5 in the queue.
I don't even know population sizes in real life. I don't know how to give you an accurate representation in D&D. Let's throw it at
Less than 100 people.
Are we talking about, like,
That's the definition. of
Whiterun
hamlet.
in Skyrim size?
okay. It is like maybe
Clare, Michigan has 3,254 people.
it's about 75% the size of Carson City, so it's a quarter smaller.
I
So it's like
googled Clare.
crystal.
Huh?
So it's like
Googled-
crystal.
Pretty much like Crystal, yeah, the size of.
Okay.
But I don't know if you've been to Crystal. So.
Devin's
I've
been
been
to
to
my
Clare
house.
and I've been to Carson and
Right.
I've been to Midland and Gladwin.
This is the most inefficient way.
Look, dude, I didn't think I'd have to research the exact size. I just figured I could put small enough and then give you the basic information.
Like, if I stand in the middle of this village and I look can I see both ends of the village
If Main Street
where it
cut-
starts and where it
if
finishes?
the main street cut it straight in half and you stood in the direct middle of it, you could see the road on either side of it continuing.
Okay.
But it doesn't.
Mike is
But
gonna have to
It
start
doesn't
making
entirely do
demographics.
that because it's a
Or-
town. And
There's a well in the middle.
if you stood on top of the well
Yeah.
and you looked in both
Well, I'm
directions, yes,
I'm gonna try.
just barely, but
Is there?
like the edges of the city would be on your horizon line
Okay.
of the town.
Is there anyone just out and about?
Yeah, there's a few
Of course not.
here and there.
This is the easiest way. I'm gonna go up to one
Okay.
and just ask. Hey, excuse me, we're trying to deliver a letter, and we're wondering if you could try to help us find someone.
Maybe.
I know this
His
is
name is
war, just like-
Greg Vitriol. Do you know anyone of that name?
Never heard of him.
Oh, well,
Could have been one of the.
thank you
folks
for
that
your
just moved
time.
in. I don't know. They just continued.
excuse me?
Could have been one of the folks
Oh.
that just moved in. He does not know. Not a local.
His influence
Oh,
is
thank you.
small.
As he walks away. And walking back to the group, I'm gonna. I thought that was worth a try.
Did
We
you
could
ask
keep
him?
asking.
Did you ask him if he knew somebody that might know?
I didn't think of that.
We could ask a low school tavern keep. If someone just moved in, it's likely they've been through the tavern.
That's a good idea. We can do that.
It's not too bad. Hopefully nobody comes
All right.
What's going
in
So-
unexpectedly again.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, you didn't go to the tavern in the Crossroads, did you?
Mm.
I
No.
prepared an entire tavern for that. NPC names and everything.
We didn't?
Mm-mm.
Because how did we get Keyblade to come back home then?
You found him on the street. Oh, you
Oh,
did go to
right.
the tavern just to find him, but you didn't stop and like look at the tavern. You just like walked in, said hi, and then left.
Mm.
Like it was a cutscene. Anyway, so you go off to find the tavern, and easily enough, you are able to find it. It's not hard. It's a pretty small place. So you guys all file into the Leaky Inn.
Oh,
Boo.
It is a pretty small building for a tavern.
Bad name.
Boo, bad reference.
I don't even know what reference I made.
is there a leak in this inn?
The leaky cauldron, Micah.
Look, man, I made these notes in a day. Calm down. I made not the notes, the names for everything. I named all in the same day, which was
The
today.
inn.
What?
The,
What did you say, Nick?
the leaky cauldron.
The leaky-
It's called the Leaky Inn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's texting me on Instagram.
Where's your mom want?
Shut up, mom.
I love it when moms do that.
It's just that I
My
miss
mom
you
sends
text,
memes.
but on Instagram for some reason.
My mom sends me memes on Instagram.
My mom sends me
So
interesting.
does mine.
My mom sends me memes that are like, proud of you,
Old people
and then,
memes?
like random things like that. Anyway, moving on. That's not a relevant. So you enter the tavern. It is small. It is there's only a few tables. There's not a lot of people in there, but only a few tables. It does have an upstairs, but you can't imagine it being much bigger than the size of this tavern. And there is a female human behind the bar.
A woman.
I think I might have figured out why my internet was so bad.
Why? Just conniption.
Bro was
Because
downloaded.
apparently Call of Duty auto-downloaded a new update out of
Called it.
nowhere.
Called it. I almost said Call of Duty in my head too. I was like, it's probably Call of Duty.
Like I don't even.
BO6
It's just
download.
like a 54 gigabyte update.
It's 72 gigabytes actually.
No, he did that one already.
I already. I like that was an old one I did, and this one just came up. Okay, that was.
It's the BO6 update.
We're still not. We're still not crispy data, but we're getting there.
No problem. All right, so
He's back.
entering the tavern. There's a couple patrons in there just drinking on their own. And a female barkeep. What are we doing?
I walk up to the barkeep and
Seducer. Okay.
ask for a glass of water. Hello, miss. May I have a glass of water as I sit down at the bar? And then I proceed to go, did you know that little man over there has seduced? No, I'm just-
I forgot that I have to do it from Discord over here and not Discord over here because
You give me low hanging fruit, and you expect me not to pluck it. That is
Yes.
your bad, honestly.
no, it's not.
and then I mentioned to her
That is
that
your bad.
I
That
set
this
my
little
expectations
man,
low, Devin, and you failed to meet
has
them.
so-called seduced the deer population of the next town over.
Let me write that. All right. She turns around and goes, "Here you go," and gives you a glass of water.
That'd be free.
You know, I have this urgent thing I need to get to somebody. Do you happen to know anybody by the name of where is it in my note? Greg Vidrill?
Greg, this doesn't sound like a local's name. I know my locals. Worked this tavern for years. If he's a newcomer, he hasn't been to my tavern, which means he hasn't been in here. There's a couple of homes that are on lease on the west side of the city. He's probably in one of those. I haven't seen him about. At least if I have, I haven't gotten his name, but I don't think I've seen anyone that is not a local, besides your interesting group.
We
We
should call us out.
I mean, there's a dwarf and a halfling, and 2 humans that are paler than a drow.
What is she, racist?
No, it's just an interesting group.
We look wild, man.
Kennick's over here like, I'm a racist. I'll cleave you in Twix, you little
Well
Even
then,
the humans don't look human. Like,
right? Yeah.
yeah, we're just traveling to Port Evo, and this just stops on the way.
You need a
I will say,
room for the night.
In fact, I think we do at least 2 of them.
These 2 rooms? Well, you are in luck, because I have 3 available.
Well, how late are you guys open? Because we might come back later and finalize some stuff.
How late are we open?
Yeah.
Almost all night.
All right, we'll be back later to discuss finalities. We're gonna go look at these houses and try to find this person. Thank you so much, though. And I slide a 1 gold piece.
What is
gold piece.
generous of you? Thank you.
Dang. I will say, Elijah, I need to hear Keddick's voice. I'm getting lonely out here.
I just
So-
gave her a kind wave as we leave.
She gives you a little nod.
So I tell the group that there's some new leased houses on the west side that we should go. Check out.
I guess we do
Okay.
that then. That sounds great.
I guess we do that.
All right. So as you guys head over to the west side, you notice that it's a small town. It's not rich, but the west side of the town is what if it was a big town, this would be the rich district. It's the houses are slightly nicer.
Thanks.
There's a little bit more upkeep to them. It does look like a better part of town compared to the other one, although not by much because it is still a small place.
Dog.
As Jack walks with his familiar.
This is Abel.
My brother
Could be
Jackson
an-
got a dog today.
What?
My brother Jackson, he got a dog today.
Oh, props to him.
I know it's.
What dog is it?
Oh, it's a pit bull husky something else mix.
That's a
Oh, wow.
fun one.
Um,
All right, so
husky.
as you guys
Later.
make your way to the west side of the town, whoever is spearheading the search, I would like you to make either a charisma check or an investigation check.
Jack seems excited. He can go for it.
How about an 11?
You try and ask around, but there's not a lot of people, and the people that would be there to talk to you just kind of blow you off. Like, I don't know you. I'm not going to deal with this. Like, I don't really care.
I'm getting really frustrated.
Yeah.
Are there any names on the houses or anything?
No, their rent.
Aren't we trying to make our side to the west side?
On the west side of the house? What? Yeah.
Are we on the west
This
side?
is at the west side.
Oh,
as
okay.
you're looking for town.
Can I particularly call somebody out and talk to them?
Yeah.
All right, random guy on the road that looks like he would live in this place.
All right. Make a perception check to see if you can ascertain if he looked like he would live there or not.
Oh my god, kill me. 8.
It takes you like a good 30, 45 minutes before you find someone who you're like, that one right there. And then you're like, you! And he kind of like just freezes and he's just like,
I'm looking for the leased houses as I think I would like to potentially get one of them.
talk to a landlord, not me.
Well, I don't know where they are. I'm asking where they are.
What? Do you not? You just right over there. And he points in a general direction that you can't really follow.
You expect me to... Oh, over there is real descriptive, bud.
What? I don't have to. I'm not gonna. You know what? Whatever. And he just starts to walk away.
Connect! Stop him.
All right.
Stand in front of
I
him.
run up. I run up and can I do an intimidation check?
Yeah, roll intimidation. He just goes, Gaddock, go.
20.
Dang.
Caddock just starts sprinting up toward him, and the guy just freezes, and he's like, all right, okay, I might.
Me just
Okay.
Forrest Gump running.
Yeah, right. He's just like, all right, okay. Look, I don't have time for this. You obviously don't have time for this. If you go that way,
A few houses down, there will be a house. And that is different than the rest of the houses. That is the office for which of the leases are done. Can
Thank
I go?
you. I
right?
didn't think that was that hard the first time.
I
It's
just growl.
right there, and he
"Thank you
points
much."
right at it again, but like still hard to follow because hard to follow a gaze like that. And he's like, "It's literally just right there," and he just points at it. It's the same. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Ooh, I hear some sass. Ooh.
Have you ever heard of friendly hospitality?
Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go.
I'm like,
do you start going? Do you start pushing them off?
I
Mhm.
start leaving. I leave.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of
I would
friendly
completely-
hospitality?
I could totally start a fight here.
Those
I'm not
words
going to, though.
completely contradict each other, and you know it.
No, they don't.
I am going to go get a pint.
Wait, what were the words?
Hostile.
Friendly
Friendly
hospitality.
Oh,
Those are the
hos-
same thing.
Sorry, I heard hostile. Never mind.
Hostile hospitality. Wow.
Yeah, no, I heard friendly hostile. Yeah, whatever.
Friendly hostility.
Yeah, that's how my brain took it.
One way of saying passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Should I start a fist fight with this guy? I think it'd be fun.
Do you actually want to do that?
No.
Listen,
You
man.
hear Noah's
You
voice
go have
in
your-
your head. Just no.
Oh, let's go.
Listen, you go have your fight, but I want you to think about that if you would have been just 2 notches nicer than you would have been, we could have been done with this in 30 seconds. Instead, you made it a whole thing. You have a terrible day, and I hope you get stuck in the bathroom. And I walk
Jack,
away.
It's not that deep. Let's go.
Scott is just so confused, just standing on the street.
Insane.
Like, maybe I need 3 pints. Oh my! And he just starts walking. You just yell at this guy, single him out, you screaming at him, interrupting his day, and make it his fault.
Get him! Get him, Max! Get him! He's a meanie.
This poor man just wanted to get a pint.
Let's go.
That was-
Go to the leasing office. Come on.
See, I wanted to start a fist fight just for Riley, just so I could see Riley's reaction.
Oh,
I wanted
you
you
start
to.
this fight, the reaction stops.
Did you say you wanted me to? Wild.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Devin said he wanted me to.
Oh.
Wild.
By all means,
In a
do it. I'm
small
not-
town like this.
I'm
Did
going
Sandrick
to
want you
release them.
to? No. Do I want you to? Yes.
I'm gone.
Let's get into a brawl.
Are
in the
you?
middle of
Did
the
you go
street,
to the? You already
All
went to
city.
the office.
Yeah,
right?
I'm releasing.
Are you going in, or are you just waiting for them at the steps?
I mean, I go in.
Okay. Entering the office, waiting for shenanigans to end. It's pretty much small. There's not a lot
There's a
going
table
on.
there next.
There's a receptionist desk, but there's no one at it. In a few moments after you walk in, someone comes from the back and goes, "Can I help you?"
Looking for a man named Greg Vidriel.
For the purposes of
I've been sent with a message for him.
right. Do you have like just a verbal message? Do you have a letter?
I believe it's a letter.
Okay. Do you have it with you? Proof? I can't just give out client information like that to
Oh,
some random people.
Can I see Jack through the window?
Probably, yeah.
Then I mind link Jack and say, "Hey, I need the letter. He won't give me information if I can't prove why I'm here."
I look at Sandrick and I go, "Hey, Noah needs the letter because they won't tell her where Greg is unless we show them proof."
How do you know that? Oh yeah. Oh, here.
So Samrick runs up to the office while they're still arguing, and comes in holding the letter, I assume.
It's like, oh yeah, I totally forgot to give you this.
Of course, thank you. The letter that we need to give to Greg Vidriel, which you will tell me where he is.
A bit rude, but okay. He takes
Sorry.
the letter and looks at it. Well, it's got an official seal and it's not opened, and he hands it back to you. Okay. If you continue down the street, it is the third house to the left.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
yes. Well, I'm going to go back to work now. Good day.
If you see a fight in the street, I want to be known that I was here and I was not there.
He looks
Oh
out
my
the window,
goodness.
and he's just like, "I'm sorry. What in the street?" And he goes.
No, I'm here and I am not
He
there.
makes way for the door. And
By all means,
by this time, as he opens the door and looks out, the man is like storming away, and Jack and Gaddock are out there.
Maximus.
Well,
Come here.
I swear,
I do not know them.
if they cause problems in my community, I will not hear the end of it.
Hmm.
Make a deception check
Oh.
on the I do not know them bit.
13. I look like one of them.
That's excellent.
Yeah, say. Yes. Well, you tell them that if they cause problems in my street, there will be immense consequences.
I will make sure that message gets arrived as well.
Thank you. Now,
Hmm.
if you will, please, I have work to do. Need to just get
Of course,
it.
good day, sir. And then I
All
leave.
these people seem so rude in this town, man.
You
I-
barge
I-
in demanding all of their business.
I went in there with malice, to be fair.
So did Jack.
I got what need to get done.
It's fair, he did pass the
Just
message
come in,
along.
Disrupt these guys' daily life and then blame them for it.
Hey, I didn't blame him for anything. I just wanted to make sure that he wouldn't take the message from me.
Yeah, you think we're entitled? You know.
Yes,
Yeah, you think
little
we're-
I'm gonna put that in the thing. 1 second.
Chat, you think we're entitled? Well, we actually do have someone watching the stream. That's crazy.
What? I'm not allowed to type in the out of context. That sucks.
Why?
I can't.
I got it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
So, you guys continue on.
We go to the third house on the left.
All right. You guys arrive at the third house on the left. Who's spearheading this?
They will all.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Jack
Okay.
seems like a Karen right now. He's just storming from house to house, like.
All right. So
I've been expecting you.
Noah and Sandrick make their way to the house. Kadek and Jack see this and just kind of have to follow a little behind. And you walk up and you knock on the door, and for a few moments there's just silence. And as you go to thinking you have to knock another time,
Sorry.
the door opens, and standing in front of you is a short half-elf male, probably early 40s. Very heavy-set person. Can I help you?
Do you happen to be Greg Vidriel?
Who's asking?
I have a message for one Greg Vidriel, but I want to confirm that you are him before I give it to you.
Yes, I am me.
How do I know you're not lying?
What do you want? Some sort of form of identification? I don't.
That would be lovely, actually, yes.
Didn't you?
Man.
How did you find my house?
It was given to me by a leasing officer.
Well, then you know it's me.
What if you had a butler? What if you had some sort of help?
West
No, I do not have a butler.
Oh, of course. Here's the letter then.
Takes it. Thank you. Is that
And
all?
it, just to clarify, it was urgent. Someone paid a high sum to have it delivered.
Not us.
He immediately opens it and reads it. You weren't the ones who were supposed to deliver this letter.
No, sir, we are not the messenger.
No, the person might have died.
Jack.
He's currently with he's currently with this village's doctor right now.
He would have died.
And
was- Attacked by some bandits on the road.
thank
We
you
are not-
for
we are not them.
delivering said letter. I must be going now.
Could
Cool.
you
Of course.
just for the sake of intrigue? There's no way we could know what it was all about, could we?
Make a persuasion check. Just a straight roll.
Give me. Hit it with that 7 Riz.
I performed the help action by going, I mean, we went all this way and we're not getting paid.
Sure, but for future reference, if you want to give the help action, you have to call it before the roll.
Before, yeah, I understand that.
But yes, you can.
Okay.
No, Max.
Hit it with that. Hit it with that. That 4. Hit it with that 4.
So 7.
I don't see how it pertains to you, especially if you're not the original.
He has a +0 to charisma.
Like
But
details.
tell you what, I am going to be going on a long journey tomorrow. I need to get out of this town. And if you made it all the way here, nursing a kid back to life, and judging by your friend, I'd say you're skilled at a fight. How
How that
about
could
I hire you as my escort?
What town are we escorting you to?
And which direction?
I need to get to Port Evo immediately.
I love linear lore.
We can't take you all the way to the city, but we can take you to the closest town.
The one across the river.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
And I hate to be a stickler, but are you sure you have the coin to pay us properly?
I don't live in this town.
Okay.
I am hiding here. I have the coin.
Wild. First
I
took his own.
work in Port Evo.
Mm.
Oh, well, you said you're leaving tomorrow.
Yes, at dawn immediately.
We can be there.
We should have enough time to let us. That should be enough time for us to get some rest. We have a cart. Would you want to ride with us?
That would be splendid.
May I ask what you do for work?
Make a persuasion check. He doesn't really want to give you his life story.
When to be spending the
Right
next
at
few
his
days with me?
doorstep, just like.
What you do? I'm a landlord.
Would you
How do
say?
you give it a 6, Lego? How do you give it a 6?
Let's just say I work in marketing.
Oh, good answer.
He's a
Sorry.
slave trader.
He's a trafficker.
That's not what marketing means.
That is like the most sketchy answer to that question. If I go to anybody and I'm like, "Hey, what do you do for a job?" and they're like, "I'm in marketing," I'm instantly like,
But what
I-
if this
I work
like,
in
their
accounting.
actual job is marketing? Like,
I work in marketing.
like, what if you legitimately were in marketing?
it's
I
just the most
legitimately work in
vague
marketing.
answer. Like,
It's
who
how
just
it's
says I'm in
phrased.
marketing?
There's I work in marketing, and there's well, I mean, I work in marketing.
Yeah.
Like that is a two different. Anyway,
It's
But
back
it's like,
off. I don't want to
if
tell
you-
you. It's not your
Okay.
deal.
yeah, it's essentially just not your business.
I'm just saying, in actual real life, if anyone confidently looked me in the eyes and said, "Oh yeah, I work in marketing," I'm gonna be like, "Who's this guy? Get him out of here."
Who's this? Who's this guy?
If I meet that person at church, dude, they're not getting the green bean casserole. I'm not letting them.
I
Devin's
know
not
I-
gonna.
people at my church who would say marketing as their job, and it would just be the truth.
Devin would be the kind of guy who'd be like, "I'm not gonna stop you to talk to you at the door. You can just leave."
You
Yeah,
will
I'm
not
not
be
shaking
invited to the
your
after-school
hand.
Devin's
picnic.
not
not
shaking
gonna
his
do it.
hand. He's not greeting him, gang.
Anyway,
You are not allowed to picnic.
moving on.
Dare I say, you're not a brother in Christ. I don't know what to tell you.
Whoa!
Ooh.
All right, Mason, calm down.
Ooh. Dang.
Too far.
Shots are fired.
All right, moving on.
Getting toasty in here, man.
So, do you have any other questions you want to ask this guy before he slams the door on your face?
Do you have a place where we could potentially stay?
Please?
There's a
What
perfectly
is
good
with people
tavern.
slamming doors in their faces?
Well,
Oh, this guy just doesn't want to talk to you. Everyone else,
Yeah.
you kind of upset. This guy just
Well,
doesn't
no
want
one
to
else
talk to you.
wanted to talk to us either, but you know,
Well, you upset them immediately.
I didn't upset them. I was
Well,
just.
I
was
mean,
were-
unyielding.
Tavern woman.
I was the hammer.
before we've,
We all
accept the
do.
escort, we don't even know what we're getting paid.
Sure.
Handsomely.
Well, I don't get paid in looks.
I'm
he just
gonna
like
quick
looks at
tap
you
Jack.
like, is this guy an idiot? Like,
No, I
I'm
want
gonna
an
tap
actual
Jack.
number. I say it like
Look, okay,
rhetorically.
okay. I'm gonna quick tap Jack on the side, like, Jack, real quick.
I might like them to go, "What's up?"
and, like, right in front of people now. We're getting testy. We're gonna get in trouble one day. but
How is it testy? I look at you and then I look back to him and I mind linked to you.
okay, I'm gonna look at you and be like, we're heading the same direction anyway. Practically free cash. Free gold.
150 a
Free gold.
person.
There's no cash.
150 a person.
Yeah, that
Alright.
makes sense. uh,
I'm just imagining Jack's just like,
That'll do it.
Chat, clip that.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for the opportunity to work with you. We will see you tomorrow at dawn here, I assume.
yes.
Awesome. See you
Brings
then.
a cart,
We'll be there.
which I assume is parked at the tavern.
Oh yeah.
No, we just.
and did the courier that initially was supposed to deliver the letter, was he already paid?
I'm assuming his service paid that. I'm not. I'm a recipient. I don't care. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
See you in the morning. Then he closes the door.
Well, that happened fast.
We're good
Yeah.
at that.
I just wonder what made him so compelled to deliver this even after he's lost all of his gold.
He was told to. He's a kid of his word.
Because he was injured and the town was the nearest place to get help. It was
That
quicker to
helps.
go back to the town than it was to go back the way he came.
Wait, so you're telling me he got sent a letter and he got the job in this town, left town to go back to this town?
No,
No.
the kid
No.
was told to bring the letter to somewhere. He started
Okay.
to go to the town. And then he got jumped, but he was closer to the town than where he originally started, so it would have made
Gotcha,
more
he
sense to
was-
continue his trek than to try and go back.
He was going back to Southville.
I might have had the dates and how long he was traveling and how long your time limit was, but it was more about when it ended and how long it started. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
I say we head back to the tavern. Because it's already late. You said a while ago, so.
yeah, by this time the sun is basically setting. It is getting really dark out. There is like almost nobody on the streets.
So, on the way back to tavern. So, about rooming, the tavern does have 3 rooms, but one of us could sleep in the carriage.
Yeah.
Save a
And
little,
we're
save a
done.
little money.
Well, me and Kedek take the least amount of room. We could bunk together.
Hey, we could do that.
Well, I don't know how big these rooms are though. Like, I don't know if they're single bed, twin bed, double bed.
Well, I'm a small frame. I can always sleep on the floor, just as long as I have a blanket.
He's the one friend where it's
The
like,
one friend.
you forgot my blanket and he has a
He's got a
fan on him or
cardboard box.
something.
Dude, with how short, with like the shortness, like, cause what are you, like 5'4'6" or something like that?
I'm definitely way tall.
Elijah?
Oh.
Are you in the 5?
I'm a tall.
He's a tall
dwarf.
dwarf.
I'm a tall dwarf. Let me see.
He's still short by human standards.
I swear you got like giant's blood in you or something.
My mom was a
No,
giant.
Now
Under height, I just have written normal height. So
I thought you said you were like 5'6", which is insane.
it's somewhere. I need to find it.
It-
it's in notes.
Looking.
that's okay.
Notes.
But anyway,
don't-
what I was
I mean,
saying is
it's
like he
normal-
could sleep on the bed straight, and I could literally sleep on the back of the bed sideways. How short I am, just
Then
right
back
next to
around.
his feet.
5'7".
Oh my
It's
goodness,
crazy tall for a dwarf.
He's a
man
tall
is
boy.
a giant.
he's the tallest dwarf.
I'm a tall dwarf.
I don't know what's up with people in the tall dwarf trope.
Built
but,
like Thor
this is not the
Bjornsson.
first tall dwarf.
That's what I'm
I've
talking
played with.
about.
It's like being the smartest guy on the football team.
All right, so
But not at all like that. No, this is
if everybody can make a perception check.
oh boy.
You're
So-
heading back to the tavern.
Are we getting a room or for those two, and then me and no, we're
If I
staying in the.
do I roll with advantage?
13.
If you have
Natural
proficiency,
20,
you add your proficiency
23
bonus.
altogether.
Ooh.
9. I'm
Hey.
switching to in-person dice.
Elijah, what'd you get?
13.
Riley?
8.
All right. So while this conversation is going down, Semric, you are scanning the buildings and you see this shadow of a blur just dash. And then you watch it land in an alleyway that's just upcoming to you. You watch
Are
it
you
dip
glitched
down
a
into
bit
it.
there for me?
Oh my.
So you said he
see-
dashed on top of a
You
house
see a
or something?
blurred shadow, like just like a streak of shadow, dash and then dip down into the alleyway that's upcoming to you.
I'm gonna like snap my head over there and look at the others and say, I saw something. It was a shadow. It moved pretty quickly. and get like have a serious tone in my voice.
We can go
Well, I say we just keep walking, but take a look towards the alleyway.
You're no fun.
Well, if I spot
Uh,
him, I'll let you know. But unless you guys want to just straight confront him with Kadek over here.
I mean, we could. I'm down for that.
Is there a thing I can't remember and find familiar? Can you see through the animal's eyes?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a? Oh, you do.
Yeah,
Is there anyone?
I'm
I'm gonna-
so sorry.
I'm gonna quick take a look around. Is there anyone here?
Find
I'm gonna
familiars.
quick. I'm gonna quick hunch over and, cast find familiar. Trying to
Isn't
keep
it-
my voice fairly low.
Isn't it a ritual spell?
It's a ritual spell, and you need burning incense. For
He's
10
already had.
GP.
He's summoning it. He's not casting it. He's already has it. It's in his pocket plane.
Oh,
Familiar?
Yeah. So you're familiar. You can snap into a pocket plane and pull it back out. He's already had
Right.
used it before, so it's just he's popping it out of the pocket plane.
what is it?
Wait, yeah,
But
definitely.
it was the cat.
Okay.
It was the brown cat.
Right. You did use this.
Cat
Never-
Brothers for real.
So you just stop in the middle of the street, and then go into your
can I-
cat's vision.
If I go into my cat, am I totally still? Like
You lose. You can still move, but you lose all of your senses because you adopt your cat senses. So your sight.
You know, Devin, you can turn into a cat. Do you remember that?
So your sight, your touch, your hearing, all of that is through your cat. But you can still be walking. Actually, I don't know if your touch is, but your sight and hearing is. So you go blind and deaf to your actual body.
okay. I'm just gonna say, here, give me a second, and go into my cat and have him quick sprint out to where I saw the shadow go.
All right, make a perception check with disadvantage because it's dark.
I got a question. Can we see the alleyway like straight through the alleyway right now, or Like,
You
give
can
me-
see where it is, but just barely where it is. You can't actually see it.
And I gotta quick pull up my cat's cat stuff.
like how far are we saying here?
Couple of houses.
Wow. 22
With disadvantage?
with disadvantage.
It's dark, yes.
Cats have
Do cats have dark vision? I was under the impression they did not.
dark vision up to 60 feet.
Oh, 2024 rules. Good for you. 2014 rules are not. 22. Oof, I don't think that's enough.
Damn.
Yeah,
Don't think
Um,
that's enough. It's crazy.
yeah, no. Your cat looks around and adjusted to the darkness, doesn't see any figures.
What'd you say?
It doesn't see any figures. Like there's nothing. It's just an alleyway. There's objects and stuff in it. But if
Can I take a
there's-
look at the floor?
'Kay.
To see what footprints might have made it, or might have it had.
Doesn't appear to be anything on the ground.
Really? Dang. What was this? Alright, I'm going to snap out of my cat and recall it back.
Just poof
And
it.
then. Sure, yeah, I'll
Okay.
poof it. And then I will. I guess I might have been seeing things. I could have sworn there was something there, but no worse. No use worrying about it, and I'll keep going.
Do any of you go and inspect the alley, or do you continue walking?
As
I-
we walk by, I would look down there, but
All right.
Potentially, while his familiar is scouting, would I have time to try and watch, like, scry?
Scry
so.
on. No, sorry, you wouldn't have.
No,
to.
I didn't think so. Worth a shot. Didn't know.
I mean, I'd just look down the alleyway.
What's your perception modifier?
+2.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
You sure about that?
Well, his cat rolled a 22.
Well, his cat can't see through total darkness. Even magical darkness.
You're right. You can see the world as if it weren't dark. Right? That is correct. Yeah, make a perception check.
Wait, hold on. I got myself for a reason.
I just third trade to pass. Goodness sake.
What'd
No.
you get?
2.
Nothing in the alleyway.
Yeah,
Nothing there.
it's good. If he was behind magical darkness. I mean, I see through that, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. So, just keep walking then.
All right.
Onwards and upwards.
Never happened. Out of sight, out of mind.
You guys continue on. Make your way to the tavern. Are you all immediately going to rooms? Are you?
Well, we gotta pay for the.
Yeah,
question-
well,
We're paying
Quick
for
call.
one room for Sandrick and Kadek, and then
Yes.
are me and Noah staying in the caravan, if you will?
We can.
oh yeah, we shoot. You know, we probably abuse our animal. Let's be honest. That horse, we do not take care of.
The travel time was accounting for long rests and animal break.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's like we show up to a town and we're just like, goodbye.
See ya. I mean, sure.
Are you guys staying at the?
I believe we're staying in the.
Yeah, we've been sleeping in the last woods, what, the last week? What's another day?
Yeah, I think we're either staying in the woods or in the caravan.
Well, there's not really a good wooded area directly close to the town. Your best bet would probably be in the cart.
Yeah.
All right. So it is 3 gold for a room. It's fairly cheap in this place. The room isn't the greatest. It has a bed, and then like a small cot. Like an average person wouldn't fit on that, but that's okay because Sandrick is tiny.
My 2-7 self.
2-7 is wild.
Are you guys doing anything before you all go to bed, or are you all just heading straight off to your opposing areas?
I'll
Let's
probably
go
stay
to
up a little bit, like practicing
bed.
telekinesis and stuff.
You know, what? Yeah, I'll get a little quirky. I'm gonna go on a
Oh.
night walk.
Quirky.
Go on a
This will
night
get-
walk in the woods.
He's gonna get jumped.
In the
All right,
woods?
hold on. Let me switch it back.
In
Sorry.
the woods.
Okay.
I'll just go for a little night stroll.
Other two again.
What?
If we're up, I'd try to scry and Jordan and Elros again.
All right. So you guys get back. All right, you immediately go to your rooms then.
I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
do that, and then
Okay. All right. You're gonna try scrying again. You're going on a walk. All right. Make a wisdom check.
Me?
Not you.
Oh, he's crying.
For scrying. Yeah.
20, not natural. 20.
Dirty 20. All right. You managed to sit down and like focus on it and you manage to power through it, and it's like trudging through waist high, not water, but it's the best words I can use is like oobleck. Like the more you fight it, the harder it is to walk through, and so it's just a pain to try and like wade through this to get to the window. And once you're in the window and you're able to look into it, you can see them. They have started their trek and they have camped down. They're both around a fire, 2 small tents next to it. You can't make out any noise, but you can just barely see them. But whatever you had to wade through, just the mental toll of the weight of trying to get through it, and then trying to hold your position there as it feels like whatever's there is trying to pull you back, doesn't keep you there long enough to catch anything, see anything besides a fire, them, and a tent before you are thrust back out, gaining a point of exhaustion. But you're going to sleep that off.
I forgot that it did that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You are like sweating, like cold sweat. It was exhausting.
Yeah, but they've started their journey and they're safe, and that's what's important.
Samric, you go for your walk. Whisk once again asks you to come out, and before waiting for a response, immediately appears in the middle of your walk and just goes on the walk with you.
No whisk.
As I'm walking, if nobody, if I feel safe, like looking around, see nobody, I'll make occasional like wisp appear amongst the trees,
Easily enough.
and have the smell of an old forest cross my nose as I'm just looking up at the stars and the fairies as I'm walking through the woods.
Whisk is just sitting on your shoulders.
Wish just what? I
Sitting on
really
your
wish I could
shoulder.
hear right.
Sitting on your shoulders, like
Okay.
know.
Okay. Yeah.
like a scarf.
But yeah, after like a good 40 minutes, I'll head back in to go to
Right.
bed.
So you head back. Caddick's already fast asleep. You go down to your cot, bed down for the night. You all wake up in the morning. Jack and Noah, as you wake up, you notice the door to your cart. On the inside of it, there is a piece of parchment with a tiny little spike driven through it that says, "Stay away from Greg." Caddick and Sandrick, you see the same thing on the inside of your door to your room.
On the
Pin-
inside of our door.
Yes, both of yours are
That's-
inside of
That's
the door.
wild.
In your room, there's a note that says, "Stay away from Greg."
That's wild.
Keddick, do you see this? And I'm gonna hold it up.
I see it.
Oh. Well, that just made things a little bit more complicated.
Hey, did we lock the door last night? No.
We for sure did. There's no question that we wouldn't. That's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting.
You know, Greg's got a little more baggage than we thought.
I can watch his thoughts, but not for long. We'll have to get him talking about something.
Shouldn't be too hard.
No, it shouldn't be.
Like, we can just bring it up, and then maybe you can try to dig a little deeper.
If I dig deeper than I'm supposed to, then he'll know.
Yeah.
We can watch him now. We have to be careful.
Okay.
When me and Kedek head down, do you want to come with me?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I was gonna head down. I'm gonna quick go up to the tavern keeper or innkeeper if she's still there, and go to her and say, do you lock the inn at night?
Yes, I sleep here.
Well, we got a letter on the inside of our door, holding up the letter folded shut so they can't see what it says, but just holding it up. At night, do you think someone might have broken in?
Entirely possible, but concerning. I've never heard of that happening here before.
That's concerning. Well, thank you. I would give you more information, but it's personal.
We will watch the doors more closely from now on, I guess.
Might be best. I think we should find. I'm gonna look to Kedek and be like, I think we should find Noah and Jack. They were outside.
I would definitely be like outside, kind of inspecting the carriage and being like, how the heck did he manage to get in?
Does it look like the lock's been tampered with?
Nope.
No.
And there's no windows. Nothing. Does anything seem broken?
No.
Is there an entry point through the front of the caravan?
Nope.
There's no logical way that this could have gotten in.
He could have only gone in through the back door, and the lock wasn't tampered with, which means it must be some sort of tomfoolery.
Around this time,
Not
I'll
what I
just
was
be,
looking for. But
Tomfoolery. Tomfoolery.
Can't say
Wow.
other words in public.
Now I want to know what you were gonna say.
I'm gonna say
Magic.
magic. I can't say that in public.
Oh, magic.
Magic. I'm checking.
somebody did some fiddle sticking around here.
Yeah.
All right, so Kadek and
She's going out
Senric,
here.
you walk out, and Jack and Noah are like inspecting the cart, like overly inspecting the cart.
What happened out here?
Are you two okay?
there was a note on the inside of our locked caravan.
I'm going to reach down, grab it, and just open it up, looking at you guys. It would appear us too.
Huh. Well,
Was there any tampering on your door?
I didn't think to really check, but I have no idea. They could have maybe slipped it underneath the door, but would that have been logical from the doors? Were they like offset above the ground?
It was pinned to your.
Yeah, it was like there's a hole in the paper where it was pinned.
Yeah, they had
I
to have
missed
been
that.
in the room.
I would have been a little more suspicious if I
No.
knew that. That's
it was
unfortunate.
pinned to the inside of your door. Whoever
Well,
did this
give it-
wanted you to know that they were in your room.
They could have, but they definitely. Well, they pinned it to our door though, on the inside.
well,
Are you sure it wasn't the tavern keep?
I talked to
She
her.
was-
I don't think she didn't give me any. Thinking back on the interaction, was she telling the truth? I know it's kind of.
You can roll for insight on your memory.
What's going on? My
You're
D&D
getting
Beyond
trained.
is
Hold on.
exploding.
That wouldn't explain why there was a note on our door, though.
I mean, there must be multiple people, unless
Well, it had
they
to be
did it
someone
one
who would
after
know we were sleeping in the caravan.
right?
Give me a second. My character D&D Beyond is like, I am dealing for some reason. My internet is never bad, and I'm
No,
dealing with like
D&D
one.
Beyond-
D&D Beyond's slow for me too.
I
Yeah,
say
it has been
it's
slow.
probably D&D Beyond having a stroke
Okay.
as they're trying to get their stuff ready because the
Someone roll a
DMG's coming
d20
out.
for me, because I don't have my dice with me right now. Wait,
5.
hold up.
I got a 2, so go with his.
Wait, hang
Five.
on. 15.
But yeah, I'll
Mm.
take the fit. Just kidding.
No, you can take the 15. It's okay.
This-
The answer's the same regardless. She seemed just as concerned as you.
She didn't strike me as like she did.
Well,
Just interesting.
we're kind of breaking dawn, and we need to get over there.
Yeah, it's
Nothing-
still. The sun is just about to start to rise. It's still pretty dark out.
Can I
Have
ask
you been
if the
able
door
to
was still locked?
What?
The door was still locked?
Yes.
Interesting.
Have you been able? Did you find how they got into the wagon?
There's no logical way.
By all odds, it seems impossible.
I'm gonna do a little scratch my scruff and be like, well, this seems a bit strange. Like eyebrows raised, strange.
I agree.
The
I
only
agree
other
completely.
strange person in this village was the doctor.
No, I agree completely. I know exactly what you're saying, and I agree completely.
Is there
We
any
don't-
way? Do we have? Looking at the sun, do we have enough time to make a run trip over to the doctor's hut?
Other side of town.
Well, I suppose we play a little bit of interrogation on Greg when we get over there. Maybe some good good
Won't
cop,
that be fun?
bad cop.
Won't that be
Got you.
fun?
Good constable, bad constable.
Yeah.
And mind reading constable?
All right. So you guys are going to Greg.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you load up into the cart.
Actually, I'm gonna look at you guys and be like, you guys go on ahead without me. I think I can catch up. Worst comes to worst, I can always change.
I
What
don't
are you
agree with that.
doing?
I want to. I want to quick see, make sure if it was the doctor that was trying to warn us.
I'm gonna logic with you. Whoever broke into the caravan, I don't think could be an old lady. They have to have the skills and the knowledge to be able to break in without making any sound or any damage to anything.
And anyone like that wouldn't be working as a healer.
She's the only person that would make sense.
That we know of.
We don't
But-
know who else is in the village.
Well, if I'm wrong, then we shouldn't have much to lose. I mean,
Okay. If that's what you want to do, you can catch up.
I do. I'll be quick with it. Hopefully, I can catch you before you even leave town fully.
All right.
All right.
So the three of you
So I'm gonna.
pack up into the cart and start making your way to Greg. Senric, you head towards the healer's hut. Upon making it there, the door is closed. Do you knock to go in? What are you doing?
Before I do, I'm gonna quick put my ear to the door and see if I hear anything.
Perception check.
I would love to, but my game isn't working. I will. Micah,
I
you
go
want to roll
roll
for
a
me?
D20.
I will
17.
clarify this time. I don't want to be cheap. Okay, perception is +3.
All right.
So
It's a dirty 20. You can hear the slight snoring of what you assume is the kid. That's about it. There's sounds of shuffling around in there. She's probably awake.
I'm gonna give a polite 3 knocks.
door opens and like partially to not let all the heat out. And she, can I help you?
You remember us from yesterday? Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out the note. Was this you?
I do not know it, Greg. But if you're getting threats to stay away from someone, I would probably recommend listening to
Is she lying?
insight check.
Micah.
She is
I'm
pretty
Venus
forthright and upcoming. Like, she doesn't look like she's left this place. She eyes are tired, like she just woke up. Like, she's not. Doesn't look like. She doesn't sound like she's lying, and she seems to not care about your problems here because you're not asking for help, and you did kind of call her out. So she's kind of like wants you to stay away from her.
Well, well, apologies for waking you so early. I'll be on my way. Thank you.
I would recommend listening to the note. But if you do get hurt, you know where I live.
Yes.
Closes the door.
Little eerie. A little eerie.
The only healers around, bro. All right, so you head
No,
to.
it's just like. Yeah, I'll start heading
you
back to the
go to
group.
meet up with the party. You there on the on the cart. Start making your way down. No one's up yet because the sun isn't up. Still a bit dark. Caddick, you're driving the cart, I'm assuming. Perfect. As you're driving the cart, a dagger slaps right next to you into the wood with a piece of paper attached to it. And it came from the alleyway just up ahead of you.
Do we see the dagger on the other side?
No.
Or
Throwing axe.
here it hit the.
You hear a thud.
Hmm.
Can I do any investigation or no?
Are you going to stop the cart? What are you doing?
Yeah, stop the
Right.
cart and pull out my throwing axe so I could throw back.
You can obviously see there is a you can't see where it came from, but you can see a note attached to
Well, I got that part.
right. Right. So you ready your axe, stop the cart.
Yes.
You look around, there's nothing to see.
Magic.
Hmm.
We got an invisible force assaulting us, guys.
I just shout at the people in the back of the cart like, "Hey!"
Lego City needs help. or, like,
The whitest voice I've ever heard. You went from grizzly dwarf to suburban white male. What was that?
Hey.
Hey, you all should get out here. There's some scary stuff going on. Whoa!
I would hop out of the back
Right.
and head to the front.
If he calls
You
for
guys
us, we're going.
Hop out, head to the front. You see a dagger
Oh.
in the side with a piece of paper on it, and Caddick, like with the throwing axe, just looking at the ready.
Well, what does that say?
Yeah, I'll read the note.
It says, "Final warning."
It says final
Oh.
warning.
Oh no. This was when they were heading on the way.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Oh.
then it goes, "Next alley on your left."
We could just skip down. We could just leave.
We could just leave.
We could just leave.
Yeah, but we have to wait for Sandrick or go back and get him. So we could just go back and get him. Or we can go to the next alley on the left.
We could do both.
We could just leave.
Me and you could do the next alley on the left, and
Okay.
Kadek could go get Sandrick. And then we could skip town.
Sounds like a deal. Let's do that.
All right.
All right, let's do that.
All right, so Caddick leaves to go get Sandrick. The two of you go to the next alley on the left.
Yeah.
All right, as you walk into the alley, There's nothing. You walk in, you start to take a couple steps in, you look around, you don't see anything. There's nothing to see. And as you turn around to leave, standing there is a figure dressed in all black, hood up, and a black mask covering his face. And his cloak that he's wearing is almost attracting shadows, making him seem even darker. Jack, you're able to see through the shadows, and it doesn't do anything against you, but Noah, you can tell that his cloak is making an obvious difference. And he's just standing there, arms crossed. You don't listen very well.
Well,
We don't take too kindly to threats.
You don't know what affairs you meddle with. I am saving your life.
from what exactly?
Me.
Ooh.
So when that
Thank
When that
Medic
guy
wasn't
said-
there.
I was gonna say, good thing I wasn't there. Otherwise, we would have been in a fight.
so when he said marketing is what he does, what was that exactly?
He works
Slave trade,
for
bro.
a division of the government in Port Evo. Division that is of secret to the rest of the world.
He's a Fed. Wait a minute.
He
Get him out of
smuggles
here.
Get him out of here.
alchemical goods and stuff that could be considered of the arcane to this division. He does run a marketing. That isn't a lie, but it's not the full truth. I have been
And-
tasked with eliminating him.
Wait. So you've been tasked to eliminate a government official that has been taking arcane artifacts and bringing them to the government?
Yes.
You know what? That sounds exactly like somebody. And then I look at Noah, and then I mind link, and I go, Astari. They're from Astari.
Yeah, but which one of them is arcane?
Him. He is
Okay,
a mage. Like,
okay.
or at least a really tricky one, maybe. I
No,
don't.
because it sounds like Greg is selling arcane artifacts, which means he's working with arcane artifacts.
He's smuggling them into, like, he's being paid to bring them to someone.
And the
Within
Yeah.
the government.
Within
Within-
the system of the kingdom, the government itself.
which we don't
A
want.
hidden
to-
branch, yes.
Okay, here's I'm on page. Okay.
Yep.
We're in the same library. We got this.
Is-
We need to get this guy on our side. Wait. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to just name drop because then he might be like, "Oh, kill."
No, there's ways to say it that aren't saying it, perhaps.
A way to say it without saying it.
Oh, don't make me explain it.
He's just
Uh,
staring at you two as you're having this mental
Oh, sorry.
conversation, and he's just like,
Jediing
we're
it.
just waiting for a response.
Yeah. Okay. Can I? What can I cast? I don't want to just mind talk because that seems a little bit too. Can I bring my familiar to walk in behind, kind of walk up to me, and then untransform into Celestial Cat?
Okay. As it does that, he just stands there unfazed.
All right, chill.
Okay.
Alright,
If
he's
one
chill
of you
then.
has a,
I didn't know
has
you
a
were
creature
chill
like
like
that,
that.
it makes sense that both of you do, or more than one of
We're
you
rocking
does.
with Matt. Matt's rocking with us. We got this.
Yeah. Really, like, do you happen to know what's the woman's name?
Elros.
Do you
Oh my
happen to know
gosh, you're gonna
somebody
get-
named Elros?
No,
We're
I've
cooked.
never heard of them.
We are cooked.
No.
No.
You're gonna
that's
give
fine.
the assassin guy the name of.
Hey.
We'll be fine.
Look, I am here to eliminate Greg. If you be his escort and try and stop me, then I will be forced to kill you too.
And if we be his escort and we don't try to stop you,
All is good.
You know that we might be cooking here.
it's like he can kill us. Let's do
but
it.
then who do you work for?
Number 2, who do you work for?
Make a persuasion check.
Nope.
Can I give him a help?
Sure, with advantage.
All right. All right.
What are you saying to help him?
I'm the one who told him to do it, obviously.
Okay, whatever. Sure.
I said be persuasive.
How about a 22?
Yeah.
I work for the Order of the Vanquished.
The Order
If
of the
only I
Vanquished.
had D&D Beyond to write notes.
You write your notes on D&D Beyond?
It's okay, they'll all be
Well,
on Discord
organizations
from
and
Nick.
stuff like that. Put organizations and enemies and stuff like that there.
The Order of the Vanquished.
That's interesting. What is that? Okay.
That sounds scary.
What does that mean?
Ooh, that
Order of
sounds.
the
We
Vanquished.
root
I
out
have-
the
Jack is like,
corruption of the
wow,
government.
that sounds
So are you
scary.
sparklers?
Go.
What is up with that term?
Oh, I'm minding Jack. I think this has something to do with my dreams.
I have magic from innate abilities. I do not study or use it. It's just in my blood. No, all of this is from skill. That and my cloak is enchanted, but that is not of the point.
Do you work with the war effort?
If there's a war that is still going on, it is unknown to me. My society works in secret.
Delightful. Delightful. Well, then it seems our business is done.
No.
No?
Here's what we'll do. We're not too big fans. We'll take the job. Look the other way, maybe.
Maybe?
We will not try to stop you.
Good, because your survival would be... There wouldn't be any. There just wouldn't be any.
There's survival. There would be.
I just
It is very
Ask
easy
that-
to pick a lock and
I
be
just-
unnoticed.
ask that if it comes to it, you do not kill the very tall dwarf. He has problems.
He's rageful.
If I have to defend
He's right.
myself, I have to defend myself.
He's right.
I just ask that you do it. You take him out non-lethally.
What?
Oh my god. I can't.
I cannot make
Bro's
any
gonna get
promises on
cooked by
self-defense.
me, man.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yo,
We
could you assassinate that guy like
Well,
non-lethally?
if we're there, we're
Got it.
there. We'll try. We'll look the other way. But if we're not there, we got some stuff to discuss with her.
We can tell the others.
Yeah. Well, you think I just look at Noah and go, "You think Dick's gonna listen to that?"
I think yes.
Okay. 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 That's all right.
As you say that, he just kind of like looks at you, and then does a dash toward the wall, and in like a streak of shadow and blur, he just bounces from the wall of the alley to the other side, up and onto the roof, and is gone.
That seemed pretentious.
Yeah.
I think we could take him.
Micah's like he's a level 14 rogue. Arcane.
Level 14 rogue. Wow.
He's a sorcerer.
we-
That
I
is
think we
on
could-
the dot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we could take him. I think we got him.
Bro,
I think just a little.
that is on the... It's not an Arcane Trister, but the level is on the dot.
Wild.
He literally has no magic.
Oh, he's just a level 14 rogue.
His cloak, his cloak gives him advantage on stuff.
I love that he knows so much nothing. He's told 0 secrets.
Yeah, he's just like, here's some general information that you could have got one way or another.
He literally knows nothing.
The rogue?
Yeah, he's flying by the seat of his pants, man.
He doesn't
There's
want
so
to give you information.
I
Yeah,
know.
The more
It's
you
also
know,
true.
the more he's probably gonna have to kill you.
That's not well, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked he told us that he's from whatever order.
That's
You've never
what-
heard of it. You don't know who
That's
they are.
what 22
Word,
persuasion
I know.
does.
And it is
Yeah.
what 22 persuasion does. The fact that's why you only got the order. You didn't get his name. You didn't get anything else.
I didn't get
Alright.
his whole life story, sadly.
We gotta find Kadek and
Right,
Sanric.
so
I don't know if they're
Um,
making their way to us or if we got to make it.
Caddick, you have found, picked up Sanric, started making your way back. By the time this conversation ends, you guys wait like another 2 minutes, and then your cart comes back, and you guys get back on the cart. And continue to Greg's apparently.
Are you gonna tell us?
So on the way to Greg's, I'm gonna look at Noah,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be like, in mind talk, how are we
Yeah.
gonna go about this?
I
Do you wanna
mind
just-
link Sanric and you mind link Kadek.
I'm just gonna talk to Kadek. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that actually seems smarter. You're so right.
So can I sit up front with Kadek, like when we got
Yeah,
together? Could I?
there's room for someone else to sit up there.
All right, so I'll sit up front with Kadek, and I assume Noah's gonna be in back
Yeah,
with Sandra.
I'm in represent.
I'll let you go first.
Oh goodness sake.
No, we're gonna be the boring ones. You go first.
Okay. I'll go first. Fine.
I just gotta tell him.
Kadek, you know that knife that was thrown earlier?
Yes.
So there was a guy, and he's part of this cool little faction thing, I think, called the Order of the Vanquish. It sounds really cool. I wish I knew what their naming scheme was. But anyways,
Me too.
we're gonna end up taking this job, and he's going to try to kill. I'm gonna say this part whispering, so it's not like just out in the open, even though it's like dawn. He's going to try to kill Greg, our escort. We cannot physically take him. I know you're a man of your craft, and I know you're strong, and I know you craft the best weapons. You're the greatest at it, and I love you for it. I'm completely glazing him.
This is wild.
But this man is on a whole nother level, and if we kill him, we might not get some secrets into some metals you've never worked with.
Unknown metals.
He might
Oh,
he might have he might have some information that would help you in
Can
your
I hear this conversation?
in your smithing.
you're talking to Sanric right now.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna take the job and kind of almost like look the other way or just run.
Dude.
That's the consensus. Because if we meet him again, we could get some information about, rare ores and stuff. And I know you gotta think for those. I'm just looking out for you.
Well, it's not morally right. I hate going against my word, but if there's rare metals involved, I don't
I give this cue for my moral agenda if there's rare metals.
I just drew the conclusion. Kedek is to metals what Mr. Krabs is to money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money?
He's just like metal.
All right. That's what I'm like. I'm glad we're on the same page, buddy. And I put my arm around his shoulder, just like let's keep heading that way.
All right. So, you guys approach Greg's temporary abode. He comes out.
We didn't even... We're
No,
running
we're-
out of
Oh,
time.
I'm
that's
right.
why.
You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot that you
Oh,
guys
it's
are
fine.
split.
I
No.
just told him.
Do you want
Well,
to do an explanation?
Hey, Sanric. There's gonna be a guy who's going to kill Greg, and we're gonna let that happen.
What?
No, for real. Greg is not a great guy.
Voice crack.
He's traded arcane artifacts to the government, and there's a man up for his murder, and we've agreed to let that happen. Just so you're aware of the situation.
What? Oh my goodness! Give me a second. I didn't think you'd drop it like that. I was
that is
expecting.
what happened.
Just
Blunt
drop
and
the
up
bomb.
front.
I was expecting a little, little tibby taps into the swamp, but nope.
I'm sure
She
Oh.
said
what
into
is
the deep
happening.
end with weights on.
Yeah. I said, there's a man. He works. He's going to kill Greg, and that's going to happen.
Wait, a man? Where'd you meet him? When?
Oh, you weren't here for this.
Oh.
You know that shadow you saw?
Yeah. Oh, great. The universe has given me an idea. You know that shadow you saw last night? The person who left who left the notes on our doors.
The shadow. Last night. That wasn't.
Me and Jack met him in an alleyway while Kadek went and found you, and he said that he is from the Order of the Vanquished, which is a secret organization that I think is trying to stop the government from overthrowing itself.
The words he used was root corruption out of the government. I know you didn't hear that because Devin was talking at the same time.
That's basically what I said.
Yeah.
He's... But Greg is not a good man. He is doing awful things by selling arcane artifacts to the government. And so he is going to die. There is a man out for his head, and we have let the man know who is out for his head that we will not stop him. Also, we cannot take this guy in a fight if we tried, and so we do not have the power to fight this.
Well, you don't know that.
Sandrick is just gonna be like looking at just like what is going on? Like,
Huh?
Oh,
first off,
No, this
The
isn't
government-
music.
you know what that means? The fact that the government would even be interested in magic at all. And Greg is selling to him,
Sandrick,
and
I
we're
know
just
what
gonna
you're doing.
and we're just
Sandrick,
we're just gonna listen to the guy that's wanting to kill a man who's selling magic. We're magic. Does he know? Did he know that?
Think of the lore applications.
Sandrick, I know nothing about the government. I
you
can't
sure about
remember. I can't
you
remember
sure
past
about
3 weeks ago.
And are we sure? Even regardless of that, are we sure that this guy is in the good and
Oh,
Jordan is in the bad? Is Jordan his name? Jordan?
Jordan,
Greg?
I can't.
Greg.
Greg?
Greg. Are we sure that Greg's the one in the bad and not this random stranger coming to kill him?
Would you rather believe the man who is sending us death threats, or the guy who's going to pay us to make sure he doesn't get killed?
I'm just give me a second as I'm gonna just sit and think about everything that was said, and once I finish thinking for like like a solid quiet 15 seconds, I'm gonna be like, I think we at least should get Greg's side of things.
I mind link Jack and
I
tell
know-
him that next time I want to talk to Kadek.
If you
I'm
could
not-
see me, that would be an amazing thing to tell me.
I think you can.
There's a hole where the knife was.
Oh,
Can
right.
you not do it when you've already linked?
It's only
We're
a
already-
5-minute.
Yeah, it's.
Oh.
It's 4 minutes.
I can
The-
see his shadow in the caravan.
what do you want me to do with?
Unless you just want to make it like a sibling thing.
I,
where
thi-
it's like
I
can
thought
just
we
connect to
established
each
that
other.
you two
Do
could
that.
just do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's so much more fun.
Yeah. I'll
I
be
mean-
like, okay, just remember, mention rare metals to Kedek.
Got it. I can do that.
All right. So
I'm too
as
blunt for Sandrick.
as your caravan cart approaches Greg, he's like literally waiting for you, like anxiously tapping his foot. You approach and he's like, took you long enough, and he's already grabbing his stuff, throwing it in the back, not even waiting for you guys.
As he's doing that, I go, "Hey, Greg, what's this about?" Note.
Oh my gosh.
It just.
300 apiece if you don't ask questions.
Oh.
I crumble up the paper, I throw it away, and I ask for half payment now.
So we have actual Mr. Krabs and Mr. Krabs more. What in the frick?
I don't have all that on me. I have it all in Port Evo. I could give you all 50 now.
I'll
We
take
can't
what I
do
can get
that.
right now.
All right, he gives you all 50 gold apiece up front.
Okay.
He's a desperate man. Doesn't take any convincing.
If only I could add it to my character in D&D Beyond.
Can I
What is
get
wrong with the website right now?
just the moment?
Like the moment where I went like this.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't see why not. I mean, it's up to Micah, but
it's up to
Right.
Micah. But, like,
What,
can I read his thoughts for like the singular moment in which that
Oh.
happens? Like just the first thing.
yeah, what does the surface level stuff say again?
Oh my goodness.
I'll
For
memorize
the
it one of these
duration, you
days.
can read the thoughts of a certain creature. When you cast a spell, you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment. Yeah.
Assassin? Murder attempt? Just get me out of here.
Oh, he's on to us. He's on to us.
Well, no, he's
Jack-
he's saying like he's not
Workout.
okay. It's
No,
not
he saw the letter.
right. It's he know the letter that he got was telling
That's
him
what I'm
he
getting
had a mark on his head.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
so you showing him that tells him the assassin's in town, and so now he's freaking out more. He just wants to leave. So he's offering you more money to get you to shut up and not ask questions. So you just leave.
Okay.
and then I told her I took the money,
Yeah.
even though we just got handed 50 gold pieces each.
We're in cahoots.
We're making
Right.
bands.
So, as you start to go, and the sun starts to rise, who's driving the cart, Caddick or Samric?
Attic, because I have something I want to do. If you want to.
I mean, I'm just driving.
All right, Samric, what are you doing?
He's in the cart now.
Mm-hmm.
With us three. Is your character like, I can't tell. I can't tell. I can't.
Yeah.
No, with everything,
It's like
I'm
a
gonna be a little
football.
risky. We're getting a little saucy here, and
Remember,
I'm gonna
it is
look at him.
9:16 or
Yeah, I
10:16.
know. I'm trying to.
I'll
can
try to
go.
wrap this up. I think I can give us enough content for like 15 minutes,
Oh,
Well, if
unless
you,
you want to wrap this up.
I was gonna do this the quick ending for it, but if you.
I think this will be interesting. Hold up. Yeah, I think this will be good.
I'm willing to hold on before we actually continue. We actually have to like decide if we want to do it or just stop right here and let you do it next
Yeah,
week.
that's true. That's true.
And it sucks for you as a minded train of thought, but it also is like Elijah's tired. I'm willing to stay up, so it's up to you guys.
I only have about like 15 minutes more of stuff that I was hoping to get done tonight, but if we add whatever Devin has, that's 30 minutes.
Well, I literally 50. It could be nothing.
Okay.
I'm having too much fun. So.
All right, let's just
do whatever you want, bro.
if we have to leave it on a cliffhanger, we will. All right, Devin.
I
what are we...
do have to get up early.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
All right. Go on, Devin.
What's this guy's name again?
Greg?
Greg. I'm gonna look at Greg and be like, so
Oh, Sanders doesn't know that we took the money.
Just there. You were all inside of the cart.
You
when
got
he made
given
the deal.
50.
Yeah, you were all inside the cart when he made the deal, so you know he said 300 not to ask questions.
Okay.
I'm going to, while he's off guard. Okay, we just got to do it. There's no easy way to do this. I'm gonna charm him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Charm person.
He
Charm person.
is
Can someone bring
a
up the
half
spell
elf.
stuff? I have no idea. Oh.
Devin,
what?
Oh.
He's a
last
half
time
elf.
we did this, we ended up in the Elven courts.
He's a half elf. He has Fey ancestry.
Oh,
Disadvantage on it.
Mm-hmm.
this doesn't go well for us.
They make a wisdom saving throw, so what's that for you?
He makes it an advantage because he's a half elf.
He-
Do you still
he
want to
does.
do it?
You have some crazy dice, Micah.
Yeah, I rolled them for
best-
you.
I need you
but I also have advantage.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna still do it, but I need you to get the worst dice you have. No, put that back down. I need you to get the bad dice.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hang
What's
on,
your
they're
wisdom
buried
saving
underneath
throw?
all of my prototypes.
Because I've seen those dice roll consecutive above 15.
This die
for, like,
got me. It took me 8 rounds of combat at advantage to hit someone with a bow that I had a +10 to hit with. This is the first
That's-
set of
that's
metal
what-
dice I've ever bought.
That's what I need. I'm pretty sure my thing is like 15,
That's a natural
14.
14.
Oh, frick me. Well, this is awkward.
That's a natural 19.
What is with your dice?
Switch back to
Micah?
the
I
other dice.
swear.
Okay, I'll roll the other 2. We'll see what happens. A 9 and a 7. We'll
Damn
take those.
it!
Well, I'll use those.
Oh. Oh, you are?
Just because
Charm
I'm
doesn't
curious.
really do much.
Yeah.
but-
Okay, he's your friend now.
Now what?
He's gotten a
Um,
little bit nicer. Not a lot.
So, I cannot keep this guy's name in my mind.
Greg.
Greg.
The most
Greg.
basic white man name.
So as I'm just like, I just wave my hand, and a little green energy clouds his mind,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna be like, so Greg, why is it that somebody's after you?
Because of the work that I do. I am not at liberty to
Is it-
disclose it.
Is it dangerous work?
Not for me.
Do you hurt people doing it, or no?
I don't.
But people get hurt.
I don't know. Not my job.
Hmm.
Not my business. I move product from A to B. Manage. Don't know how it
Do you
gets
know
done.
what do you? Oh, I gotta use the voice. I'm using my voice. Do you know why these people use your products for? What these people use these products, products for?
I cannot disclose that.
Hmm.
I'm under contract. As this conversation is happening, Caddick, as you've been traveling for a little bit, you feel the slightest like thud on the back of the cart, and then you hear a voice that says, "Stop the cart." Call your friends out. Leave them in there.
Oh God, this is so fricked up.
I stop the cart
Okay.
and I call everybody out, I guess.
Do you guys leave?
Oh, for sure.
It,
Caddick.
it seems like our friend might have ran into maybe some wildlife or maybe some bandits. We're gonna go take care of that real quick. We'll be back.
Oh, we'll check out what's wrong.
Yep.
He's. Alright. Sanric?
Ah, dude. The peer pressure is insane.
Sanric?
Hey, bullying works.
What are you doing?
Frick me.
We talked about
I'll
this.
leave.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll leave.
As he watches the rest of you leave the cart,
I won't feel good about it though.
you watch as he slides down and like lands and like opens the door to walk in. Greg starts to look panicked and he grabs him and he throws him out of the cart onto the ground and he tumbles and rolls and he walks forward. On his belt, I'm going to send a picture to the Discord. He grabs 2 they're like scythes,
picks?
but it's like an ice pick, but a scythe. And he grabs them off of his belt, pops them up, catches them. The blade is that of pure obsidian. And he walks forward, and he looks down at Greg. As Greg is on the ground, like, trying to back up. You have been found guilty by the order of the vanquished, for crimes and treason against the people of this continent. And he grabs the blades and he just goes to swing down, and Craig is like panicking, trying to think of something. Your charm has broken, by the way. And he just takes the two hand scythes and just brings them up to his neck, crosses them so that the blade is up against him, and he just slices.
Dang. Dude's dead. He's cooked.
Count Dooku style.
Literally.
Basically, but like with cutting straight through, decapitating him with zero effort.
Dude is cooked.
And he turns to the rest of you. Forget everything you saw today. And anything you ever heard. If word gets out about this, I will know who to call. Or who it was.
I'm gonna look at you and be like, if you were us, do you think we made the right choice?
To who are you looking? Who are you asking this?
The guy who just beheaded him.
He puts his hand scythes back down. I root out the corruption within the government. I fight for the people that are being enslaved by this organization within the government, within the kingdom itself. Of course, I made the right choice. This is a vile man. Was a vile man. No one will mourn his loss.
Very well. Oh man, I'm slipping back into Thenorin.
You watch as he waves his hand over top, like his hands over top of the scythes, and the blood from them just dissipates off, similar fashion to the way you watch Jack do it. If word gets out, you will answer to the Obsidian Reaper. And he turns around and walks away.
Nah, bro's not called the Obsidian Reaper. That's a
That's
wild.
ass.
Insane.
Scams.
That's so silly.
I spent 45 to an hour today trying to come up with a name for this guy. It was a wild naming session with my coworker.
Goodness.
He almost
Your
wanted me
coworker?
to name this guy Hook, Line, and Sinker.
Oh, that's
my
great.
God.
Or Bicycle.
Oh,
Because he has
that's
two
great.
sides.
Yeah.
I was like, I
Bicycle?
can't do that. I can't. Yeah. And he just turns around and starts to walk away.
He's so dramatic for no reason.
It's what's great about him.
As he's walking away, Noah's just like, cringe.
The second the shadows are like, as you guys watch, are like clinging to him, almost obscuring him, and as he starts to get somewhat, not even that far from you guys, he's already almost obscured fully by shadow, before he's just gone. The only person still able to see him, and barely, is Jack, as the cloak doesn't do nearly as much for Jack.
It's just pretentious.
He's just doing what he's trained to do. Imagine an entire organization of him.
Oh my gosh. I'd
I don't
rather
like
take the
these
wizard
guys. I'm
Nazis.
not gonna lie. I don't
Yeah.
like them.
We didn't really like him either. We just didn't really have a choice.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
One day, I'm gonna send the power of the sun into that man's face when I'm like level 14.
I so badly wanted Kadek to try and fight this guy. I so badly wanted that.
That would have been bad. That would have been really bad.
I would. You were like, I could take him, and I was like, try. Please give me a reason to use this character.
Nope.
I got that persuasion in me.
Yeah, honestly.
Get that down,
You did notice his blades are made of obsidian. This beautiful obsidian craftsmanship. And they don't look brittle. As you know, obsidian's sharp but brittle. And the way
Yeah.
he used it and the way the blade worked, it didn't resist. It didn't try and snap. It was a perfect, clean blade.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool
That's
concept.
interesting. That's not how obsidian works.
It's not how obsidian
not-
works. But
that's
yet,
not
that's
how-
how these
Imagine,
hand sights
imagine
went.
being able to make obsidian, but it's like you can craft it. That's cool.
It is fully crafted obsidian, yeah.
It's an interesting concept.
I know. I'm reading about it.
Crafting
Whoa.
with obsidian.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
you'd have to-
ending with that, unless you guys have other stuff you want to get out of the way before we end.
Nope. I don't know if we did the right thing, but nope.
Look, it's right thing. TPK.
It wouldn't have been TPK.
Dude.
He would have.
We could have took him, guys. We could have took him.
He would have knocked you all out.
Look, like, I don't know too much, but like there's 4 of us. We all are level 4. That's level 16 versus a level 14. We got this.
That's not how that works.
He has advantage on initiative.
Come on, guys, just shut up. That's exactly how it works.
He's an assassin rogue. He's pretty up there. His character sheet is insane. I rolled it up today. It's pretty cool.
Like a senior in high school versus like 3 middle schoolers.
I'd say
Or-
3. I'd say 4 freshmen versus a senior. But even then, and
Still
imagine
beat us.
this guy's not head of the guild. He's only level 14.
Are
I
we
don't like
still
that.
streaming?
Yeah,
Okay, I won't say something.
good idea. Glad you asked.
I'm growing, guys. I'm evolving.
He is a
Proud of you, Devin.
The things you've said during the stream.
Proud of you, Devin.
I'm actually like terrified. Sometimes I totally forget that your dad, Elijah, is gonna watch this.
I don't know if he will or not. We'll see.
I
I
hope
forgot
not.
about that.
I swear, I'm
I
never gonna
hope.
be able to look at him the
Oh.
same.
Micah's campfire.
I was
Gonna look at me
switching.
one day and just be like, "Oh, Devin, I watched your stream and it's a little concerning. I gotta say."
Devin, you really need to go read more of the Bible.
Devin,
Not to
you
point
need
fingers or
some
be rude, but I
self-analysis.
think you need more Jesus.
You need some self-analysis a little bit.
Very problematic.
Bless
Problematic.
Devin more Jesus.
It's wild.
Whatever, you know.
I'm just. Ouch! I just did. All right. So, haven't had a full session in so long. I didn't expect to get through all my notes. That was literally the end of them.
We were pretty efficient that time.
Yeah.
Usually we suck.
I have
Usually
allotted
not that bad.
slots in my notes. Like they're gonna probably role play here for a bit, and role play here for a bit, and here for a bit, and like you hit every single one of them. And I was like, well, dang,
We went on a lot of side tangents though.
that's fine. I also kind of
I'm not gonna lie,
It's a
I
3-hour
thought it was
session.
big.
I don't not expect
We
them.
tried to fight everybody we met in town.
I
That's-
really thought I was big braining the
The doctor.
The doctor. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
that was on the spot. That was impromptu. I was kind of expecting you to be like, I'm a druid too, look. I was like,
Shit.
Instead, you're like, are you a sparkler? Basically, just throwing a slur at them.
I did not say it in that voice. I was like, "You're a sparkler with wonderment and joy in my voice."
Wonder.
Wonderment.
Still
That's. I don't
technically
think that's
a
how you
type of
described it at all.
Still
Okay.
kind of an insult.
Still offensive.
Used normally when arresting and killing.
We're still on stream.
Yes.
Take it.
What's that quote? Nice motive, still murder.
Yeah. Cool motive, still murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's you're still you're still doing some like it's still an insult, like calling people sparklers, like
Oh,
yeah.
Still rude.
Jordan and Elros just kind of like looked past it, but like it's still like most people are like, really?
But
It's
it also
called the
makes sense.
arcane art.
It makes sense for Sanric as someone who
Yeah,
like
I
kills
know, I
soldiers
know.
in the war.
But you have been noticing people are not reacting the most kindly to the term.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna use it because I don't know any better.
It's true. We have no idea.
I'm not
I
saying-
learned
I'm
about the
just-
government today, so
I'm not a big
You're a
fan,
big
of,
fan
the
of the
That
government.
is stuck in my head all day because I've been doing stuff, writing the notes and double checking things. And I'm like, it's just the whole. That's if I could sum the campaign up in one big quote.
I realized that there
I
was a
still-
king in place about 20 minutes ago. Like
You realize what?
that there's a king, there's a monarchy here.
There is. Well, there is.
I still very much love the comparison of Kedek just being Mr. Krabs for Orr.
Yeah.
So what do you want to tell us
meant,
about yourself? I
um,
love Orr.
I
I
might
like
might retcon the Obsidian Reaper guy leaving a little for the next session because I did mean to add him having the obsidian and like obviously having obsidian blades as a thing you would have saw as an option you have to question him on it. Because when he said he has ore, my brain immediately thought, yeah, kind of. He has obsidian swords. Nick's 2 for 2 guessing things
Rare
tonight.
metal alert.
Yeah.
Rare.
So I'll probably retcon that next session. Just have that in mind. I'm not going to do the whole edgelord walk away thing again.
Thanks. It was freaky.
He's
I thought it was
he's
cool.
an assassin in an
Okay.
assassin's guild. His
No.
whole thing is to not be seen.
It's lovely. It's lovely. If I watched that on a TV screen, I'd go, man, that was pretentious.
See, I didn't want to do the whole and you turn around and he's gone Batman thing.
You
'Cause-
would be like ooga and then like dang, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No, I
No.
don't, actually. I don't get that one, bro. I don't get that.
He's probably got some tight jeans or something.
Dude, I spent a good hour and a half on that assassin. I was like, I need an assassin, which means I need an assassin's guild. Well, now I need a name for the assassin. Okay, but how do I name the assassin? Okay, well, what weapon does he use? What weapon does he use? What's a unique weapon?
I feel like it'd be a way to cut your audio at any given moment.
What?
Like I need a self-destruct button on like Devin's setup.
Oh,
Eh.
yeah, I didn't hear him. But yeah, I spent like a good hour and a half on this game.
Bummer.
Yeah, it was great though. It was amazing.
What is my tally at for getting banned?
22.
22.
It didn't. How much did it go up from last session?
1 so
One?
far.
But last session I got like banned like 6 times at the end.
Then we started at 22. Or 21.
Oh.